We're going to do a spin-off of the same campaign. Our old friend Artegan. It's going to be Artegan's Adventures. So we're going to go into the things that he was going to do. I was going to do some of this on camera anyways. We're going to do maybe short blips here and there because I didn't want to take up everyone's time with the side quest. But this is the perfect opportunity to do the side quest and focus a little more attention on it. Artegan's been missing for how long? 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks?
Something like that.
Sessions, because we've missed a couple weeks here and there. That means that Josh and Brian made a new character. They're not in the Shadowfell. They are now on the material plane with 2 new characters. Who's your character, Brian?
I have a Tabaxi named Mist in the Valley of the Weeping Coast Clan. He is a Ranger Horizon Walker from Xanathar's Guide to Everything. He comes from a noble background, and he is just trying to get home after he was accidentally pulled into this realm via a portal and, curiosity and cats. So he got pulled through.
It's going to be one of those days.
And so he's kind of now chasing portals around, hoping to find them, hoping that one will bring him home. A little bit Star Trek Voyager in that sense, I guess.
And if you have ever seen a cat ride a horse, that's how they do it right there.
Mm-hmm.
That is how it's done.
Back feet only.
Morning. Fading Grin, thanks for following us, and good morning. Josh, who's your character?
My character's Finner Cherry Cheeks.
What's his name?
Finner Cherry Cheeks. Okay. That's a good one. No, he's a halfling shadow monk, right? And, I don't know, a wannabe thief.
That was his backstory?
His backstory is that he's the oldest of 7. Most of them went into careers in larceny. He, his parents decided that he should join the monastery and do different things, and he failed to do different things. And is a monk that likes to steal things. His brother was running an alter ego, and his brother passed away. And so Finner took his brother's cloak and the alter ego and kind of uses them to steal under an assumed identity at nighttime. And so he's a nice guy. He doesn't like to hurt people a whole lot. He usually deals non-lethal damage if at all possible. He likes to steal from rich and give to the poor, and his one goal is to be the best, most famous thief that ever lived. He wants to be the most famous thief ever.
Cool.
So he has to get caught?
I'm hoping that the alter ego can qualify. Like, his nighttime self can be the most famous thief ever, and that'll make him happy about stuff.
You guys are going to give me a hell of a couple games, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Try our best.
I honestly didn't have too much prepared. I've been pretty busy myself, so we're just going to see how this goes. It could be awesome. I'll do a quick introduction. Good morning, everyone. We are D&D Breakfast Club. We're a group of friends from Minnesota that get together every Sunday morning at 7:30 a.m. CDT to play some Dungeons and Dragons. We're here to chronicle our journey and hope that you will all enjoy your stay. This is a live play stream. If you have any questions about the campaign or any questions at all, we can get to them during the break or afterwards. There is an ongoing giveaway. At 20 subscribers, we're giving away a Xanathar's Guide to Everything. It would be this copy, Xanathar's Guide to Everything. We'll all sign it. So 12 out of 20, once we hit 20. After that, we're going to do a giveaway for dungeon tiles. I have a full set of styrofoam tiles that I've made. A full set that look a lot like this. There's bigger ones and little ones. So that'll be at 30 subscribers. I also have some cave tiles. Everything we're doing now, I'll be doing a 3D printed tile, so I'm giving away all my old stuff. This is session 21 of a campaign titled Mad Magnus Monroe, and session 1 of 2 of the sub-campaign called Artegan's Adventures. And Finner. And Mist. I don't believe I have any rules after the fact that we did wrong last week. At least, I can't
here
remember.
last week.
Well, 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean.
All right.
2 weeks ago, I'm pretty sure everything went by the books as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Can't remember. It was a good game. Oh, no, I remember one.
Oh.
And it's not even a rule. It's actually something I talked to Brian about. He has a magic item on merit that prevents people from looking into his mind. There was a whole scene that might not have happened had I remembered that, and had we probably talked about it in a little more clear words.
Wait, what happened?
But we just decided to continue on. It happened, and we'll move forward from there.
So the old man in the library was able to read my mind.
But he should not be able to. That would be Diranor.
Yeah, Diranor.
He read some of Merritt's past, some of Merritt's current thoughts.
We went to,
It doesn't
what's her name's uncle?
No.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
It's,
There you go.
Yep.
This is why you don't do drugs, kids.
He was the old guy that told you about Thruel. The old blind guy.
Oh, wait. Yep. Okay. Nope. I got it now. Yes.
I asked to
That
take his
guy.
last name.
Right.
You tried to get adopted.
I remember all of that now. Just came back
Galaxy
to me.
Wolf is also from Minnesota. Awesome. Good place. It's not cold right now, so it's great. It will be terrible in the winter. That's usually how the cycle goes.
Mhm.
I don't have any inspirations after the fact for last game. I feel like if there were any inspirations, I probably gave them out, unless you guys can think of any nominations. Let's nominate Matt for an inspiration. You get an inspiration, Matt, but you can't use it because you're not
At the end of the
here.
game. He's got one already.
Sorry.
No, I don't know. Do our new characters start with an inspiration like our old characters did?
Sure. Your new characters start with one inspiration, including Artegan. You have an inspiration.
I already have one marked down, so I'll just keep it marked down.
I think that was from your interaction with Mashira
Probably.
last time. And the last thing I'm going to go over before we begin, splitting the party. I don't care if you guys split the party.
We're gonna split the party. What's gonna happen?
Here's the deal.
Okay.
If you split the party, try to make sure everyone has a part to play. That way we don't leave someone in a mansion playing the piano for an hour while everyone else is off doing stuff.
Well, if they didn't want to come with us,
Right, exactly.
It's not our fault.
I'm just saying.
I don't feel bad about that at all.
I know you don't. But then you probably won't feel bad when we roleplay his piano playing for 30 minutes either.
I'm gonna sit outside. I won't feel bad then either. Right? I'll just be like, I'll be back. I'm not here, so I'm gonna not be here.
Just throwing that out there. Otherwise, if you're all doing something, I actually thought the split the party episode where everyone went off and did their crazy
good.
own thing in the city was awesome.
Yeah, it was really good.
And it was fun. But everyone had something to do. Not including Harwell. He did have something to do, but...
Yep.
So let's begin. Let me get some music going.
So, Brian, when you were a monk, did you ever use monk weapons?
Real briefly, I used a quarterstaff.
How does that work?
You can use it as your main attack, and then so you can, two-hand it, and then you can spend your key point or your not key point, just bonus action to just
Smack.
punch or kick.
Okay, so I could use daggers.
Yep.
Be like dagger, 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 dagger. But then my bonus action has to be like not
Just
my
the
dagger.
punch. Yep. Yeah. The only reason I ended up moving away from it is because Ryan gave me some weird homebrew snake gloves that
Right.
just gave me a bonus.
That's why I did more homebrew things.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it's like, what's it say in the book? All right, that's
the thing. Yep.
Artegan, you had just been talking with Mashira.
Mm-hmm.
She had told you that she wants you to repay the favor that you owe. And she wants you to go to Greenhaven and retrieve an egg. Just to kind of give you a recap of the last time, because that was probably like 5 sessions ago. In that night, you actually met a couple of travelers, a couple fellow travelers who also happen to be adventurers. One Mr. Finner Cherry Cheeks and one Mr. Mist. And they are also on that path to Greenhaven. Although I don't remember why. What was the reasoning you two are heading to Greenhaven? Was it to go with Mist?
I mean, why am I going? No, I think I'm probably going to check on one of my brothers that lives there. Because I heard that something bad happened to the town, right? And so I want to go make sure that my brother's okay.
Okay, so you're there for family. And Mist.
After heading south to Riverstorm, because he heard there was some sort of temporal activity down there, which was probably the guys down in the caves. But he investigated. It wasn't what he was looking for, and so he started heading back up to his more familiar stomping grounds. And I figure something out in that general vicinity, someone's been opening more portals than the statistical norm should indicate. So they kind of happen a lot in that forest, and so that's why he's lurking around there.
Okay.
He's headed back home, trying to get back homer.
Trying to get back home. Do you remember where home is?
Well, I was going to leave that up to you. I don't know if it's on another plane, if it's on just the other side of the planet.
So, as a Horizon Walker, do you just travel through portals on one plane, or have you traveled multi-plane?
I have never gone through planar ones except perhaps this one. The one that brought me here.
Depending on what you decide.
Depending on it, how big your world is, if you want to. I figure it was a full Tabaxi society, so if you have no room for a Tabaxi world or nation, then maybe it was a different
Is
planet.
it a Tabaxi kingdom or a Tabaxi city?
Yep.
Random.
11 or up is a kingdom. City.
A 1. That's a good way to start. It was a city. So,
It's just me.
you were from the world of Lothroom.
Okay.
From the prime material plane.
Just
You've never been through a portal that at least takes you to a different plane.
Okay.
Although you have seen some open, and you've spent your time closing them.
mm-hmm.
Most portals you know that open are either from the same plane, or they're from the Shadowfell or the Feywild.
Okay.
Just because they're so close together and the planes sit right one on top of the other. But you met these gentlemen a few days ago, and now you've been traveling for a while, and you're all headed towards Greenhaven. To get to Greenhaven, it's a good journey on horseback, and you all have horses. I think I provided everyone a horse. So
What's my horse's name?
A horse. Did you name it?
Did it come with a name?
It came with you. So what's its name?
Oh, so
It's your horse.
I picked up this horse.
You brought this horse. So what's its name? How's it feel?
This is awful. His name is Beholder.
Mine'll be Buckshot.
I have to put my own name?
Now you do. How's it feel?
Yeah, panics.
That's why I named mine Beholder.
Buckshot. Good God.
Barrymore?
No, I'm gonna try to use my naming app to see if that's what I need. Do it. Mallory.
All right.
Okay, Mallory.
That is a bunch of names, guys. Good job.
Beholder the horse.
Behold the horse.
You've been traveling for a few days through this forest, and this forest is in the wintertime, most of the leaves have fallen off, and you can see through all the trees. Even though the trees are thick throughout this area, today the snow is falling heavily, and they're coming down in big flakes. And when they land on you, they start to melt, and it's starting to get wet and soppy and cold. And you've only been traveling today for a few hours, but this kind of travel feels awful. It's difficult terrain, and it's just exhausting.
I don't suffer difficult terrain.
As a ranger?
Yeah.
Do you have that same feature as the other ranger?
It's in forests.
Which you're in forest.
Okay.
So your party doesn't suffer for difficult terrain.
Yay, it's all better.
Because you are a ranger.
No,
but it is
miserable.
exhausting because of the snow, because of the wet.
I don't like cold wet.
You're probably not even used to this because the Tabaxi city is from the continent of Gyalden. And Gyalden is in the southern hemisphere. And it's much warmer down there. In fact, you're very near a desert.
Finner's always happy. So I'm just sitting there humming like...
Always happy?
Almost always happy. He's like, you know, how Delaran's disposition is kind of not always happy. Finner is going to be the opposite. He's going to be like pretty much always happy and pleasant.
Chipper.
Unless there's, chipper. Unless something fucking horrible is going on, he's pretty happy. And even then, he'll try to look for the silver lining. So he's like,
Today, okay.
Must you make that infernal noise?
After another couple hours of travel,
yes,
it feels like it's starting to get to you, and it feels like you already need to rest only like 5 hours in for the day. Do you guys want to continue pushing on towards Greenhaven today?
We need to stop and find an inn.
What? Why an inn?
It's cold and wet, and it makes me irritated.
It's lovely out. It's brisk, bracing weather.
Yes.
Karina rides with you, Artegan, and she's been your traveling partner for the past 8 or 9 days. And she's holding on to you, sitting behind you on the horse. Artegan, we should stop. It's cold outside, and we're all tired.
Should we make a fire?
I'm like, I'm not tired.
Would you want to find us at the camp?
It's your... we need to find an inn. It's too wet out here. No one wants to sleep in the snow.
It could take hours if we're trying to find an inn.
Yeah.
We're already very tired.
Okay, well then you find a spot.
Is that not your specialty?
What's your specialty?
His specialty is being grumpy, I think.
Do you want to find us a place, Artegan?
I can try. Jack of all trades.
Go ahead and roll survival.
I'm just gonna critique your finding.
People are just give a shit.
18.
18.
That's good.
You travel for another 20 minutes, and you find an alcove of trees that have been clumped together, and they're as much shelter as you can find out in this barren forest. You think this would be a great place to take a break, to take a rest.
There's barely enough room for all of us in here, but
There's plenty of room. What are you talking about?
not bad considering.
If you'd like to scout for a better area, feel free.
No.
You see Karina smile, and it's not trying to be hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Mist, where are you from?
What?
What city are you from?
Sorry, you caught me off guard. I was expecting you to go gather some firewood.
She
Not to ask about my past suddenly. We're all cold.
creates a small fire on the ground right in front of everyone. It's just and it lights.
I get close to the fire.
It feels pretty warm. It's a magical fire. There's no wood that's fueling it. And she just continues talking and speaking in incantations to continue the fire going. And it starts growing a little here and there until it becomes an actual campfire.
With no wood?
With no wood.
Nifty. That's awesome.
That is a handy trick. You would make an excellent servant.
My family was not servants. Where are you from?
My family is from the Weeping Coast clan.
What brought you here?
Just a troublesome day. I saw something new and unusual. Turned out to be a portal to this frozen, forsaken place. Now I keep hoping to find one back to warmer climes.
You just came during the wrong time of the year. You came during the summer. This is the most beautiful land in all the world.
How wonderful for you. If you ever find your way down to the southern half of Gyalden, look up my family. The Weeping Coast clan will treat you with kindness, particularly if you are capable of creating these fires.
I will. How long have you been traveling together, Fenner?
A couple weeks.
Where'd you meet?
18 godforsaken days.
Such a good counter. Where did we meet? I don't know. South of here, on the road.
And you headed to Greenhaven. Why?
I've got a brother there. I'm just going to check on him. I heard.
What was his name? This is the best day ever.
Timothy.
Does Timmy have a bad leg?
He might now.
Timothy, was his last name also Cherry Cheeks?
Yep, all of us.
I seem to remember a halfling family there a while ago. I didn't really ever talk to them, but I want to say their name was Cherry Cheeks.
Happy Tim.
Your mate seems to enjoy speaking to all the males.
You know that Greenhaven was sacked, right?
Yeah, I heard something bad happened to it. It fell in bad times or something, so that's why I'm going to check on him. I mean, Timmy's a great guy. He's super lucky. I'm sure he's fine. But I figured, why not? I got not much else going on.
Well, a couple years ago, Magnus, have you heard of Magnus Monroe?
Yeah, I hear he's not a nice sort.
He came through and destroyed the city. Him and his shield and his sword. They burned it to the ground for the most part.
These things happen. It's sad. I hope everybody got out okay. Hopefully most of the civilians saw the soldiers coming and left town, right? That's what you do.
You know, they hit us out of nowhere. And it was quick. It was quicker than you would think. And there wasn't much time to react. My mother got us out, me and my sister. It was a difficult journey. Since I hope that you do find your brother.
I'm sure
Or at
Timmy's
least
all
find
right.
some answers.
I'm sure he's fine.
So you guys rest for a while.
I curl up in a ball by the fire.
Try not to singe your tail. You pull it back.
I'll smoke my little halfling pipe. And
Is it
I'll
a
make...
little pipe or is it a big pipe?
Well, it's like a church warden. It's got like the
So it's a
long
big, big halfling
but
pipe.
it's got like a little, you know, it's not like huge. I think Gandalf pipe. And I'll make, I'll just play with some like minor illusions, just like that, hum to myself, maybe tell a story if anybody stays awake.
Karina will sit with you, Artegan. And there's a stump that's been, well, not even a stump, a log that's been felled that she sits on next to you. It's enough to fit a few people. And are you playing your instrument today?
If he's telling stories, I'll give it a rest for today. I think I'm more just looking around, just being aware of our surroundings.
Okay. So, while he's telling stories, your mind seems to wander here and there. And it wanders back to your departure from the inn where you were talking to Mashira. And while you're thinking about the last thing that she said to you. Everyone else was out saddling their horses, getting ready for the journey ahead of them, and you were in the hotel, well, the inn, and as you were leaving, Mashira grabbed your arm lightly. She said, "Remember, Artegan, that this contract that you've pledged to me to repay my favor, it matters whether I'm alive or not. This is something that you have to do, otherwise your soul will be bound to this plane. You will be a lot like Ildrex, who was not able to escape."
Oh, that's what I'm getting the egg for you for.
She reaches over and kisses you on the cheek. And when she does that, roll your perception.
12.
12? 12 is enough. When she kisses you, you look over, and Karina, who was saddling her horse, had just strolled it out of the barn. And she saw this happen, and you're pretty sure she saw this happen. And as you're thinking about this, Karina is sitting right next to you today, a few days later. Artegan, what was with that woman, Mashira? And it jars you that as you're thinking about this, she starts talking about it.
Remember my previous traveling companions, Bellerin, Merritt? Ran into her once already. Me and Garavon were magically aged, and she.
You were magically aged?
Yes, there was a ghost we ended up fighting. And she reversed the effects for both me and Garavon.
Why didn't you say anything?
Didn't seem important at the time. There's been a lot of things that have happened.
I don't like that woman. She makes me feel uneasy. What does she want from you?
Well, she asked me to go get, forget what it was called. It was the
egg?
The egg from the Tower of Lotus.
The Tower of Lotus. That's our tower in Greenhaven. The tower where I lived, where my mother lived. Did she say what kind of egg? Or where it was? I don't remember any egg.
It was in the basement. I think she said that nobody really knew it was there. But she asked that I retrieve it. There's
For
also...
For her?
That's what it sounded like.
I don't like the sound of that.
Well, there's also... she mentioned she might be able to also revive Awana as well. So,
do you trust her?
I'm not sure. But at the moment, she's the only option I have. She's the only person that I've spoken to that has said that that's something that she can do. So don't have many options at the moment.
So she lets it go at this point and continues talking about trivial things. She'll talk to you guys if you want to talk more.
I'm going to tell the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, but Jack's going to be a halfling in the story.
Of course he is. Is everyone in your stories halflings?
No, just the heroes.
What are the enemies?
Minus when they're giants.
I mean, everyone's a giant to you.
Yeah, but they're giants. They're storm giants.
Cool.
Yeah.
And the rest of the night passes uneventfully for as long as you want to rest.
I like traveling at night better than traveling at daytime, so I don't care if we stopped and it's like 5 hours into the day. I think we should grab a long rest now and travel under cover of darkness.
Well,
You sound tired. I mean, you are yawning.
Oh, I'm not tired. That's just a reflex. It's because you guys are yawning. Stop yawning. Yeah.
I'm gonna go
The
with Mr.
cat yawn.
I'm gonna go with Mr. Grumpy over here whenever he's ready.
I'm just curled up by the fire.
We're traveling 5 hours. Let's sleep now and then keep going at night.
When he says Mr. Grumpy, your ears kind of perk up and you see them like...
It's usually over to you.
I think we've had enough rest if we want to go now.
Whatever is enough for everybody else, but I like traveling at night more than traveling in the day.
Everyone's dried off. You have rested your legs, and you could probably go for a while more if you want today.
Okay. That's fine.
So you all head off.
Let's go find a proper inn.
It's been 8 hours so far today. So it's putting it at 4 p.m., 4 in the afternoon. You travel for a few more hours, up until about 7, and you're still going through this forest, and the snow is still falling just as heavy as it was, and it's carpeting the world in white. But you're able to trudge through. And your horses continue pushing through. Give me a perception check.
10.
Natural 20.
Oh, I was like, did you roll a 1? You gave me that look of like, I rolled a 1 because that's what Artegan does. But you rolled a 20.
Yep.
11 for me.
As a group, you all succeed.
Yay.
You see ahead of you, and it's getting to be somewhat dark. It's not quite nighttime. A cart up ahead that's been turned on its side. And it looks like there's a big, thick layer of snow that's coating the top. And this cart is a covered cart where a canvas would be, but the canvas has been tattered and ripped and shredded, and it's trailing across the ground.
I hope everybody's okay. I'm gonna hop down from my horse and run over.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't go so
check
fast,
on our
okay?
future wagon.
He's just like, boom.
Someone could be hurt. On the way over, I'll take an action and I will pull up my hood.
What does that do?
Makes me disappear. I have cloak of elven kind.
So it doesn't make you disappear. It gives you advantage on stealth.
And everybody disadvantaged on their perception checks. I mean, it's better than invisibility. Visibility just gives me advantage on stealth checks.
Mechanically, not logistically. Invisibility is better in so many ways. You
Okay.
can't just sneak through an open clearing.
Okay, sure. I think the cloak is supposed to have it matches the pattern of what's around you, so you kind of fade into the background.
I don't think it turns you invisible.
The whole Frodo thing.
Yeah, where it's like it doesn't. I'm not necessarily invisible, but I look like a rock or a lump on the ground, or
But you couldn't sneak past a guard standing in a doorway like you could if you were invisible.
oh, that's probably true. Yeah. All right, I see what you're saying.
So mechanically, not logistically. But
Okay.
you go towards the cart.
I do it. Boop.
Does anyone else go?
I'm staying on the horse.
Alright, so you just stay where you're at.
Well, no, we're still walking toward
Okay,
it.
you're still moving forward.
I'll pass you the reins of my horse if you're stay on your horse too.
Sure.
Before I hop off and run off.
Okay. Karina tells you, she's like, maybe we shouldn't go too close yet.
Yeah, he's sneaky.
She motions towards Mist, who is continuing his journey faster than you are.
She wants you to let us be meat shields.
Finner.
Yeah.
You're getting up close to the cart, and give me another perception check.
Okay. 19.
19. You can see red on the ground through some of the snow that's been covering it. And as you get closer, you can tell that something terrible happened here. You're still facing the cart at the same angle, but you start skirting the side just a little and you see what looks to be an arm. That's all you can see is the arm sticking out from the side of the cart on the other side.
I run over.
You run around the cart and you look, and there is a man that has been pinned to the cart by a spear. And it's pinned him to the cart straight through the chest, through the bone.
So he's like dead.
And he is dead. His head is lolling down. His eyes are open and looking down. What do you do?
I close his eyes.
Have you been rolling stealth? I don't think you even said you were doing that.
Oh, I will. If someone's trying to watch me and if I have to be stealthy, I'll just roll it.
Well, you didn't know, and you didn't stealth.
That's why I put my hood up, so I would stealth. Do you want me to roll a disadvantage / straight roll? Or whatever, maybe I'm not stealthy, that's fine. They see me, fuck it.
You don't know what happened.
Sure. I reach up and close his eyes.
Alright, so you reach up, you close his eyelids.
What have you found over there?
His eyelids are stiff
A
and
dead man.
frozen, and when you try to close them, they don't. They just kind of retract back up into his head a little.
You've piqued my curiosity.
All right.
I'm gonna hop down.
I go through his pockets.
Alright, you start going through his pockets. Give me an investigation check.
9.
9.
Not so much.
You find 3 gold as you're digging through all his pockets and his cloak.
Okay.
You find a pouch that's been emptied.
Okay.
It looks like a pretty big money pouch. You know what a money pouch looks like.
I do.
You love money pouches.
Yeah, I do. Much like stealing things more than money, but whatever. I'll go through this cart too. I'll look in the cart.
Everyone can roll initiative.
Mm-hmm. 13.
22.
7.
Right. She'll go after you. Perfect. I'll be back in 1 second because I forgot to grab some stuff for you.
Okay. This is where you put the dragon mini down.
Right.
I'm expecting him to go get Kurt.
I bet he just has to poop.
It's possible too. It's coffee. It does that to people. Or so I hear.
Ryan's trying to mess with us with all that backstory question.
Yeah, I'm like,
Name the blah blah blah. No, that's your job.
yeah. I don't know. Whatever.
Yay!
Alright, sorry about that. Go ahead and place yourselves. So we'll say, because I didn't print a card yet. Yeah, that's about right. We'll say that's the cart.
Where's the dead guy?
Spread these out a bit. That guy is right here, and you are all headed in that direction. So you're probably...
So I ran around
and you
the
jumped
cart.
off your horse.
Yep, I ran around the cart.
Right by his horse,
over
because I
here.
got the reins on that.
Yeah, look at the dead guy right there.
In the process
That's
of
the dead guy.
climbing into the cart.
You are in the process of climbing into the cart.
Check
Did
out
you
what's
get
in
off the horse?
Yeah, when he said it was a dead guy, I said that I hopped down. Because curiosity.
Artegan, you have been riding
cat.
with Corinna. We'll just put you together. This is your
Yeah,
horse.
they have the reins to mount.
Did you get off the horse?
No.
You're still on the horse, and she's with you. As you're headed over... Missed. I almost said Merit. Whew, that was close.
Starts with an M, ends with a T.
God damn it. Let me pull up the battle cam.
Dun, 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 dun. We're going to put some salad music on.
I'm going to put some salad music. Well, no, not salad. His music's not all battle music.
Dun, dun, dun. Shred the lettuce. Dun, 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 dun. Shred the meat.
There we go. Battle cam.
Dun,
And let's
dun,
put
dun,
on some
dun,
battle
dun,
music.
dun, 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 dun.
Perfect. Missed. A spear comes flying through the air at you, and it's coming from over there. Looks like someone was waiting in ambush for someone to come find this cart. You look over, and you see a creature that looks much like a horse, except there is a man where there should be a horse head. Give me a nature check. It's really easy.
Well, that's good because that's a 12.
12. You see a centaur riding full speed towards you, and he chucks a spear on his way. What is your AC?
18.
You are in luck today. The spear, actually, you're surprised. Advantage. You are in luck today.
Still a cat. Stupid horseman.
The spear goes flying past you, and you jump. Just at the last second, you jump out of the way, and the spear lands in the ground behind you, 10 feet. And it is a large spear. It's not like a spear you would use. It's probably about 1.5 times longer.
Mm.
And you see him riding towards you, and now he's pulled another spear. And it looks like he is using it somewhat like a lance. You are surprised. And let
Okay.
me roll their initiative, because that makes a difference. So I'm going to go over surprise once again. It's not surprise rounds. It's a condition. You are surprised on this first turn. However,
When we get our turn, we can.
when you
clear
get
the
your turn, you
surprise.
can use a reaction. After your turn, you can use a reaction. You use your turn to clear surprise.
Okay.
So initiative. That's probably good for you. So it is after your turn if you have reactions.
Also, they no longer get advantage to strike him because he's not surprised anymore.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
That's what happens when you clear surprise on your action.
Oh, nice.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Yep.
They would have missed either way. Oh. A spear comes flying at you, Artegan, from the other side. What is your AC?
20.
And you also cleared surprise. And the spear misses. And another from that direction. 3 points of attack. That one will hit. 1 out of 3. So you're watching this way as this centaur comes charging through the forest. a spear flies past you. As you turn, because you hear the sound of hoofbeats this way, the spear enters your shoulder from the back side. Woo! And they all charge in. And that was just their damage. First attack.
How much damage did I take?
Damage will be... I think it's a D10.
For a spear?
I think it's a D8. I think it's a D8. It might say. I will pull it up.
Big
D10.
spear. Holy shit, it's a big spear. Slam.
Take 10 damage to the back as the spear enters your shoulder. And even though he threw the spear at you, he charges in and missed. And he charges in and missed. You have a reaction.
Okay, well, I'm going to use my opportunity attack when he gets within 10 feet of me. Because that's a reaction, right?
It is a reaction. You are correct. He gets within 10 feet of you. What do you do? You what?
So I was mostly looking at
He whips
this
them.
one, but then when I hear the sound of that one charging me, I turn around last second and take the whip at my side and try to crack him right in the chest.
It's like Indiana Jones, but mean and
Whack.
cat.
You have a whip?
I have a whip
So
and
you
a
turn
shield.
around and does it like grab him, or I guess I didn't read.
No,
whip
this
rules.
is just a
Reach weapon D4.
just a snap at the
Okay.
end. Is really what I'm going for. So let's see if I hit him first. That's 25. Will that do it?
Just barely.
Okay.
No, it's a hit, a definite hit, a super hit. You turn it, and you see the lash go across his chest. And he's wearing pretty thick furs all across his body, except on his horse body, he's not wearing anything there.
Is a centaur a monstrosity?
Yes.
Nice.
Is that your favorite enemy?
It is one of my two favorite enemies.
That's awesome. So you get +4 damage?
So, plus all of my other things, so plus 12, 16 damage. Whoosh.
You rolled a 4.
That's what happens.
What?
Plus 16 damage.
So I have
Yeah.
each of my, let me make sure I'm copying from my math sheet down. I have
Monkey.
a D4 for whip, plus 2 for being a duelist ranger, plus 2 for it being a +2 whip, and plus 4 for being a for my dex mod.
So 4 for dex, 2 for +2 whip, 6, +2 for duelist, 8, +2 for favorite enemy, 10.
You just said
+4
+4
for favorite enemy.
Oh, 12. Sure, 12 plus 4
4.
is 16. You're right. That's awesome.
Make
Way to
sure
be
to
awesome.
remember that number so we don't do that every time.
Nope. I had it. You just didn't believe me.
Right. You were like,
What the fuck?
like he's like, yeah, that's what's happening.
What? Alright. And then he charges in. And he rolls to hit. He doesn't have advantage, but he is making a charge attack. And you look back and he's coming in full force. Same thing. It looks like he's leveling his spear as a pike.
Okay. Hopefully my shield comes in handy here.
And
Yeah.
as he hits, you use your shield to push it out of the way. And when it hits, you see the tip shatter. And the whole, like, it's almost like a pike, shudders. And he rides past you. So he'll move. I should probably get a better measuring tool. This is a better
Super
measuring
official.
tool. And he'll basically cross paths with the other one that does the same thing. They look like they were coming to clothesline you.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Skewer you from both sides. That is an 18 to hit.
18.
Nope, I lied. A 20 to hit.
Still 18.
Alright, so it is this much damage when he hits you with a charge.
This many.
That's bad.
20 damage as the pike enters your body and ooh, he moves you around. He whips you around. You're almost looking this way and rides past.
That was horrible.
That was super horrible.
Well, that was their turns. Where'd the third one go? It came from this side. He did not charge in yet.
He's
Go ahead.
waiting out.
Mist. You are in the middle of the forest, in the middle of a clearing, purposely ambushed.
It's snowing, right?
It is snowing.
What are the light conditions like?
It's still light enough to see, it's not dim light, and the snow's not thick enough that you can't see. So there's no disadvantage for the environment.
Is the cart casting a shadow?
I mean, yeah.
That's good.
Most things are casting a shadow. Look at these trees, they're casting shadows.
Well, I don't know. Is it noon? What's going on?
It's like 5, but
Okay.
there's shadows everywhere. I think there's almost always shadows. Almost.
Almost always, unless you're in the middle of a corridor that's got torches lining both sides, then it makes it hard to shadow walk.
So I am going to move yonder. Does that put me 10 feet away?
Puts you 10 feet away.
Okay.
How much do you move?
that's-
30?
That's 30. I have a movement of 40, but that's all I need for right now. And then I'm going to...
This is the one you already whipped across the chest.
I'm going to spill more of his blood. First, I'm going to mark him as the target of my planar warrior feature, which converts my damage to force on him for my next weapon attack.
I'm going to let you guys tell me what you do.
And it adds extra nonsense to him.
So
First,
you get more damage?
yeah.
Awesome.
And it's a 19.
That is a hit.
19, okay. So from there, I reach in, I come kind of pouncing in, and I pull out the whip again, and I crack him across the chest.
Now, when you say you come pouncing in as a tabaxi, do you ever hit all fours? Like mid-stride?
Not while I'm wielding a shield.
Okay.
I probably could if I needed to, but...
Oh,
that's gonna be
super
way
sad.
disappointing. What did we say it was? Plus
14. Just rolled 14 damage. 12 plus
plus
whatever.
12. Okay. So 14 damage,
So less than last time.
Yeah. but it's all force. There's no slashing or piercing.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use the last 10 feet to move right up under the tree here.
Okay, right by the tree. And these are low sloping hills.
Okay.
Just for representation.
I just want to complicate it if he's going to keep charging me.
Slightly complicated.
And for now, that will be all.
Little Finner, you are watching this happen. You've managed to stay out of the fray while you're in the cart.
Tomorrow's grace. This is horrible.
Give me a nature check.
Okay. I don't know about nature plans. 15.
15. You know these are centaurs.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
What part of the world are you from?
I mean, let's make it easy. We're from Riverstorm,
Okay.
right? And that's where my parents were from, but then they had, how many kids did I say? 6?
7.
7? They had 7 kids, and we all just kind of moved out. Like, all of us got some sort of strange wanderlust sort of thing going on, including my parents. So we sort of moved out across the continent. We're all over the place.
So your parents weren't
No.
there either?
No, I think that we're pretty nomadic as a family in general.
We're
Like,
halfling attic.
Yeah. We're halfling thieves mostly.
Give me a history check, since you're nomadic.
Okay.
Halfling attic.
8. No,
8.
that's a no.
No one will acknowledge my plan.
Centaurs are nomadic. You're nomadic.
Centaur.
Okay.
That's all you know with an 8.
Yeah, we like to move around a lot. Okay. Is it difficult terrain?
Yes.
It is. All right.
Except for the ranger.
Okay, so
some of the cart's difficult terrain.
I don't have to worry about the cart being difficult terrain. I just have to get to a shadow, right?
Well, this cart is tipped on its side. There used to be a canvas top
Mm-hmm.
that's been tattered and shredded.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the canvas top right here is an overhang.
Okay, so I'm gonna run in there, and I'm gonna hop from that shadow to his shadow
Okay.
underneath him.
So you run 1, 2,
Boop boop.
and you use a bonus action
Yep.
to
Swoop, swoop.
shadow jump under him.
I'm
When
a halfling,
you-
so I can.
When you jump under him, boom, he's just turned his long stride as he's going to make his way this way,
Mhm.
and you are literally under him. And he is a pretty tall fellow. This centaur is about 9 feet tall.
Sweet.
To the head. So you're right under him. You could touch him. You could touch the underside of the horse.
Well, then I'm going to touch the underside of the horse. I'm going to touch it twice.
Make it sound dirty, why don't you?
You're just gonna just grab him so that when he runs away, it's not good for him. Are you gonna speed back his speed back?
I will. I'll punch him in the junk 2 times while I'm down there.
Using your fists?
Use my fists, which do D6 damage. So I have a 21 and a 27 to hit his
That is
junk.
a hit and a hit.
All right. Oh, God. Oh, man, 2 6s. So that's 11, 22 damage to his junk.
22 damage to him. You go to
Yes,
hit his
to him.
junk.
Right.
There is no junk.
Oh, it's a her.
It's not a her.
It's a what? What are you talking about?
Give me an intelligence check.
I'm like, I'm confused at what's
There's
happening
something that's supposed to
suddenly.
be here, I'm pretty sure.
No, I rolled a 3. So I'm like, what the what?
There should be something there. There's not. You punch it anyways.
Yeah, because I'm just like, what the what? I'm
And
I'm
do your
confused.
damage.
I did. I did
22?
22 damage.
damage to his no junk. I'm confused. I'm more frightened now than I was before. I move out from underneath him. I'm like, what?
Awesome.
So I'm going to be on his side because I can occupy his space, but I think I have to stop moving somewhere else. So I'll be over
Sure,
here.
I mean, that's a creature larger than you. He's 2 sizes larger than you. You could stay under him if you wanted.
He'll like run me down though when he runs by, probably.
I mean, you're right next to him.
He's still
It's
gonna
the
turn
same
around and figure
thing.
out why you punched him.
You're going to wonder what the hoof in your face is when he turns around and kicks you, whether you're under him or not.
I guess I'll stay under him. That'll be fun. I'll spend a key point to be dodgy though.
Oh, cool.
Is that how that works?
That is how it would. No,
Um,
it's a bonus action.
you used.
I
That's a
think.
bonus action?
See, so you just hit him twice.
Yep.
That's just your attacks. You have not used.
My bonus
even
action I
your-
had used to teleport over there.
Oh,
Make sure it's
okay.
not a bonus action.
Okay, let me check.
Because a lot of
Patient
monk
defense.
stuff is bonus action. While you're doing
It is.
that,
It's a bonus action.
Artegan.
Yep.
That's a bummer.
Let's see.
It's all bonus action shit.
Yeah,
I always
really
wanted one more
action
bonus
heavy.
action with Nier.
I'll use Wind Wall,
Wind wall.
and I'm going to circle us, so cutting through the trees here, and then I'm going to go through that
How big
guy.
is wind wall?
I can make a thing that is 50 feet long, 15 feet high, 1 foot thick.
So 50 feet long would actually be more like that, because this is 30 feet.
Oh man, I don't want to do any calculations,
Okay.
but to encircle a 30-foot area, what does it take? How
More
does
than
that work?
50
Double
feet.
check this here.
Mathing.
I mean, you don't
So
have to
50
do
foot circumference.
true math. It's just a smaller circle than you thought.
Okay.
A lot smaller. You could do a wall that's 50 feet long, much
Yeah, so I'm
longer.
gonna
Come on, G, you can do
I'm
this.
gonna actually do like this.
He's just
then.
doing a wall.
Just a 50-foot
He's
wall.
just doing a wall, guys.
Oh, okay,
So
all right.
it's like this side,
now I
so
wanna
they
know
can't
the
run
answer.
through.
Now, can you run through a wind wall?
You can, but it's a strength save.
It's not good.
Okay. And is that your action?
That is my action.
Do you command the horse? Free action to command it. You can move it to wherever you like.
I think I just made a wall blocking that off, so I think I'm good where I am. I will, as a bonus action, go da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, Catman, and give Mist inspiration.
Wow.
I forgot about Artegan. Mockeries and inspirations. Love it. All right, Karina. She'll spend her turn casting Healing Word on you. You feel... Actually, she'll cast Cure Wounds on you. So you will gain, as a level 2 spell, 10 health back. And she casts... Oh, she can't. She can't reach. It's 30 feet, right? I'll double check.
What's 30 feet?
Healing Word?
She can't cast them both. 2 spells, 1 turn.
And that's what she does. She holds her action, her bonus action, and her move. Go ahead, them. Alright, so this guy is going to attempt to go through the wall. You tell me what that does, as this guy, this centaur next to Finner, turns around and full kicks you in the face.
Bummer.
So he's just going to move.
I still have a confused look on my face. I'm like, what happened to your... Yeah.
Pretty much, as he kicks twice.
Okay.
You are not dodging because you said that was
Takes
a bonus action.
Yep.
Alright, first roll to hit. Actually, I'll just roll both of them because they're both the hoof to the face. It is a hit.
That one's cocked, man. It's either an 18 or a 5.
I don't think it was cocked, but that's fine. A hit, miss. Complete miss.
Okay. I'm going to make him reroll the hit. I have this thing called Second Chance that lets me make him reroll one.
Hit, miss. Miss.
Hit.
Still?
19 natural.
All right, he hits me.
Is that a bonus action or reaction?
That's just the thing I can do.
It's just free.
Yep. Once a combat, basically.
All right, so he goes to kick you, and he kicks up snow, and it goes flying. When you see dirt, when he kicks the snow, he grounds his hoof into the dirt and throws a clod as well. The second time connects, and you feel dirt and snow and mud all over your face.
The first time, I'm so shocked at what I found, I don't even dodge after the first one. The first one's like, hoof. I'm like, what happened to your bug?
But it's only 8 damage.
Oh, that's not bad.
Bludgeoning.
Okay. I mean, it hurts, for sure, but...
Still enough to kill a normal person.
Right, yeah, a couple times over.
This guy turns, does a loop, and comes back for a full-on charge.
Let
me see
How
if
far
he
away
can do
can
it.
be a charge?
He has to be 30 feet. So
Okay.
he'll move
Oh, he's gonna...
10, and then he'll move 30.
Are these guys suffering from difficult turn 2?
They're not.
Right.
So he can do the charge. They move 50.
Well, when he gets close, I opportunity attack him.
You do it again. This is the guy that's already been...
Hit a couple times. Yep. And it's good bath. I don't get that for this one. Plus 12. 14 more damage.
14 more damage. When you hit him with the whip, you see it actually cut deep through fur and skin, and you actually reveal some bone in the chest as well as it cuts all the way through. And the flesh starts splitting open as he goes to skewer you with his pike.
Filthy half-breed.
Oh, man, that was brutal. Seriously? You specious motherfucker.
Take... Well, that's a hit for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
what is it?
Oh, yeah. What did you roll? 16 plus, what was it, 5?
16 plus 6, 22.
You can use your combat inspiration and add a d8 to your AC if you want.
D8 to my AC. Oh, is that your...
Yeah, that's
the one you
those
just did?
things, yeah.
Let's see.
You can add it to your damage or your AC.
So plus 3 turns mine to 21. No.
Still a hit.
Oh.
So
You
and then
remember the words of Artegan, but they don't help as you get skewered through the chest.
kind of give it a little wiggle dance.
Yeah, you're like,
Ow! Did you roll a D20 in there?
No.
Oh, no, that's it. I was like, that's a lot.
17 more damage as he
that's a lot.
rams this pike all the way through your side.
I'm sorry, I tried.
Oh
yeah, that centaur has to make a DC 14 strength save.
Or
Take 3d8 damage. He makes it, he takes half.
from a wind wall?
I'm telling you. You should not run through the wind wall.
I mean, he ran through the wind wall because he's very strong.
Yeah, well.
And he rolls a 19 to get through.
Okay, so 3d8 half.
He just takes it anyways?
Yep.
Even when he
Takes half.
succeeds?
He takes half. And you should not run through the pool.
5 makes 11 and 7. So 18.
He did not
to
know
break
this.
it. 9 damage.
And you see the wind that's just blowing through this valley, through these trees. It is a force. It's not just wind. It's like super wind in one straight line. As he goes through, you see his skin start peeling back a little. He does the G-force with his lips, like, and you see some of the skin shed as he makes it through. The thing that angered him the most is that some of his luscious beard was ripped off in this wind.
Oh, he's pissed now.
And he was actually attempting to skewer the healer.
Oh,
Does it slow him?
No, it doesn't say anything about that.
Okay.
Only other thing is any projectiles that go through it automatically miss.
Okay. He actually misses the healer. Amazingly. He actually doesn't miss her. He rams his pike, she turns to the side, and it skids off her armor and past you, and he continues moving. You can make an opportunity attack.
Natural 1. I think now is a good time to use my inspiration. Natural 1.
Oh my god!
I am not using that die right now.
Again.
I'm not the only one anymore. Thank God.
Oh,
That's pretty bad. What happens there, Artegan?
I'll say I drop my sword. I'm on my
Drop
horse.
your sword
so-
on your horse. You turn to attack him, and you don't just drop it, you throw it. And as you swing with full force, you're coming around. He just gets out of your reach. Your grip loosens. The wet of the snow makes it really hard to hold on, and your sword goes flying 10 feet this way. It's now right there.
Okay.
That was awesome.
Don't like that die
And
anymore.
that will be their turn. Mist. How you feeling, bud?
A tad sore. Question about holding actions.
You use your reaction to hold your action.
And then do you have just a bonus action? Do you have just an action?
You can use your bonus and your move now.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would hold. Well, you can use your hold for a lot of different things.
Could I save my bonus action?
No.
Okay.
You can't hold your bonus action.
That would be
You ready your action?
sure. Okay. Well, I'm going to. That changes things. Apologize for the confusion.
I'll double check
Let's.
as well. Because I don't think anyone's ever tried to ready a bonus action.
Okay. Well,
You don't know offhand, do you, Josh?
Nope.
I'll deal with that.
I'm 90% sure you can only ready an action.
I think you can only ready your main action.
Mm-hmm. Sounds right.
Well, you continue saying what you're going to do.
Either way, in that case, I'll change it up a little bit, and I'm going to.
No, Nope, you can take only one bonus action on your turn.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably...
Yeah, you
Probably
can't even
because
ready
of what
a
I was
bonus
gonna try to
action
do.
spell. It says the spell has to have a 1 action casting time. So.
Yep. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna move my 40 over here, and
Oh man.
well, I'll do it this way actually. Get around and a little bit further away, and
So, did you disengage?
nope. I have mobile feet.
What does that do?
Among other things, it increases my speed and says people will take opportunity attacks. Well,
If you
When you
attack,
attack.
I was moving for
So you
flavor.
move.
I'm not
You're
actually
gonna attack
not,
move?
Yeah, I'm not going to run.
So
stop,
if you attack someone,
whip.
they can't attack you back if you disengage. Or
No.
not even disengage,
I don't
if you
even
just
disengage.
move away from them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm just breaking it down for 40 for the sake of where the math's going to be, because I'm going to move again. But so I'm going to move, attack, then move technically.
Okay.
So 12 plus a whole bunch, 8, 20. And that
Roll
was
your damage.
8 plus, what did we say, 12? So 20
Even more than
damage.
12 because you had extra damage. You marked him with your horizon thing.
Yep, that's what this guy was.
Oh, okay.
So it's an extra D8. And I have to do that every round. It's only the next attack. So I'm going to hit him once, and so it's going to be 20 damage.
Finish him.
Oh, man.
You whipped the shit out of this guy.
the bondage cat over here.
So the last one is just going to be across like the artery in the neck.
You do, and this centaur has no luscious beard. He has a smooth baby face, and when you whip him across the neck, it opens his skin, just splits his bark, and you see now just muscle and flesh, and then blood, and it starts spilling down his side and down into the furs and down on his chest where you had already whipped him a couple times. When you do that, he grabs it and slumps to the ground, and his front legs collapse, and then his back legs collapse, and he hits the ground in a shudder. Snow goes.
All right, well, then I'm going to whip his corpse. I'm literally going to beating a dead horse. God damn it.
Too many dad jokes this morning.
But I don't get that.
You
4.
do it.
Yeah.
You just do it.
And then
You can move a little.
I'm going to, 40. I won't use anything else. That'll be enough. I stick around close to him.
Okay.
Everything changed when I couldn't hold the bonus
Go
action. I had
ahead.
to improvise.
Bitter. You've just been hooved in the face. You've been beating the beanbags.
Yep. Oh, well, there's nothing there. I'm still confused.
Correct.
I'm
There's
like,
nothing
what
there.
the what?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. 16.
There's also no tail, which is kind of odd because centaurs have tails, just like a horse would have a tail. I mean, he has the thick, you know how on the bottom of their legs towards their hooves they have some thick hair sometimes?
Yeah.
He has a lot of that, but no tail. And with a 16, you can see there is a part of the tail, but it's been eschewed. It is gone.
I'm super confused about what's going on. I'm like, what happened to you? I feel bad for you. Someone did something bad to your stuff. And then I'm gonna punch the knee of the leg that kicked me in the mouth twice. At least twice.
You're going to give him a Charlie horse. Hey, you got
game
one.
ever.
I get
Best
one.
game ever.
Oh, that's sad. I don't roll very well. 12 and 15.
Hit.
Really?
Really?
Oh, God. These poor horsemen.
Yeah, we should subdue them so that they can be our mounts.
Right? I do 11 and 8, so 19 on those two. Is he still fine?
Yes, he's still up.
I guess I'll spend the key point then and keep punching him. Right?
How many times can you punch him with a key?
2 more.
2 more?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what it does.
Is it a bonus action as well?
It is a bonus action.
Probably.
Yep, that it is.
So you get 2 regular
And then a bonus.
plus a
for a
bonus
flurry.
Or 2 regular and 2
Yep.
bonus for a flurry. Right.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like this or
Like this or like this.
yeah, so this. Or,
Okay, I'm done doing that. That's weird. All right, so I hit him 2 more times. Blam blam.
Hit?
'Cause I almost can't not hit him. Like
Unless you roll double ones.
that. Yep, that could happen. I guess. And then there's 7 more and 8 more, so 15 more
15 more damage.
to that leg that punched my teeth in.
You Charlie horse it 4 times in a row. Just wham, wham, and you continue pounding on it until you see the skin and the muscles start flaring up, and you can see that it's bruised and blackened where you keep hitting. He is still up.
Oh, I'm gonna take another one in the mouth. That's cool.
Go ahead, Artegan.
I'm gonna look at the centaur that tried to hit us and say, "Tell me, did you run away from your parents, or did they run away from you?"
Is that a vicious mockery? Or
That is a
just
vicious
making an
mockery.
insult?
That's a mockery.
Yep, that's a mockery.
That's a mockery for sure. What's your save?
14.
Still? It is... Is it a wisdom?
I'm pretty sure it is.
It's a wisdom.
He succeeds with
Yep.
a 14.
Oh, sad.
He
Aw.
cocks one eyebrow at you, levels his pike, and prepares to charge. Anything else you want to do? You can command the horse as well.
Just move
I should have been stunning striking this
forward a
guy.
little bit.
Stunning strike is a thing.
Stunning strike is a thing. For all intents and purposes, Karina is with you on the back of the horse.
Okay.
You see him
You just let his horse
say
go.
something. Does anyone speak Sylvan?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
He looks at each of the horses in turn and tells them to run in Sylvan. And you can see that their ears boom, perk up. And although Sylvan isn't a horse language, they seem to react when he talks to them. And they run.
That's it. We're gonna have to take these mounts.
And they run their full speed.
The horses do?
The horses
Farewell, beholder.
that you two
Oh,
I
jumped
barely
off
knew
of.
ye.
Mallory. No.
You just named her.
I know.
So does mine not move then?
That's
Oh,
a good point.
is yours
'Cause
run
mine
too?
just
That'd be
moved.
great.
Animal
Give me
handling.
an animal handling check because your horse's ears perk up. Boing. It looks over and it seems ready to sprint.
17.
Total?
Yep.
You start running. That direction.
Bye, dude. It's nice hanging out with you for a day or whatever.
No one's there to command it to do a dash action. It just dashes 100 feet that way. Do you want to do anything as a reaction?
I don't really have any reactions. So.
You two start sprinting off into the forest. You and Karina.
Looks like we're walking. Missed.
That was amazing. I wasn't expecting that, honestly.
We're gonna have to hook these centaurs up to this wagon. They're gonna have to start carrying us places.
You have to stop killing them then.
Go ahead. Oh, it's her
I'll
turn.
be gentler with the whip.
She's gonna try animal handling. She's kind of shouting at the horse. She's like, "Stop it! Stop running!"
Because the horse understands common too.
Oh yeah. She rolled a 1.
She keeps hitting it.
She's like,
Stop!
stop running. She's trying to like kick the side with her heel to try to heal the horse. It is not working like she wants it to.
The horse does not care.
In fact, the horse bucks. Roll an athletics check.
Let's see.
Or acrobatics, whichever's better.
Oh, jeez.
Athletics, 24.
Wow. You rip in. I mean, you're in the saddle anyways, and you're not going anywhere. This horse can't buck you. In fact, she won't even have to roll because you're so sure-footed on this mount. All right, and that will bring it to, well, you're within range. As she's running by and the horse is going by, she reaches out. She's like, "We'll be back," and casts Healing Word.
No. Nice.
She'll cast it as a level 2 spell as well.
Swap.
We'll be back.
Take 7 healing.
Except 7 healing. Good.
You can tip that centaur on his face. Maybe not too hard.
Yeah, right.
I did have to glue parts of him back together.
Okay.
Humpty Dumpty.
At ease, gentlemen.
He did not print like I wanted him to.
Oh, that's sad.
But they're there now. They're okay.
I was only got one arm.
Yeah.
That's rough.
He has one arm in game as well.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Something really bad happened to these centaurs.
Is that what's going on? You just had printing error as God?
No tail and no
No,
nuts?
but that's funny. This one didn't print any testicles. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, right? I'm like, oh my God.
And he charges away. You can make an opportunity attack.
I'll kick him. I hit him for 13.
13?
Yep.
413?
Oh.
No, not 13 damage. That's 13
Yeah,
to
13
hit.
hits a hit.
And I roll 6 damage.
6 damage?
Yep. I kick his leg.
6 more damage. And he forgot that he can't charge if he was right next to you with a full movement. So he'll throw his spear at you.
Oh, I hope I do that.
I hope you do too. You do that.
I'm like
It goes right by you. You kind of do the Matrix
Right, the
dodge
whole, like,
roll.
the Jackie Chan.
And
this
it
one.
lands in the ground behind you.
Yeah.
And I guess that he'll use his last spear on him. He pulls it out. You can see this like a pouch that's slung across his body. It's almost like a quiver, except it's a full-size spear quiver, and it hangs on the side of his horse body as well. He pulls out the last spear and flings it at you. But also misses.
Is a spear a monk weapon?
Probably. Sounds monkish. Anyways, that will be... Did all the others go? This guy didn't go.
Well, the one arm guy didn't go. Hi,
He
buddy.
will-
Yeah. Hi, dude.
He will plow into you at full speed.
I'm small and nimble. I'm small and nimble.
Keep telling yourself that.
I am small and nimble.
Misses.
I'm like, huh. It's like,
This is amazing. This
Yeah,
is
I'm like,
the worst
spear,
ambush in the
spear,
world.
Look out.
You
I took a
jump roll out of the way as he charges by, and he does charge by, and you see he's missing his left arm, but he has a pike under this arm like a lance ready to skewer you. And he'll go past.
If I go past, can I smack him?
Yes. No, because you already did.
All right, smack the other one. Yeah.
Correct.
One
One
smack
reaction
per
per
round.
round.
Right.
Go ahead, Mist. These
Yeah,
horses
I'm
are
being
now
Set
gone.
upon over here.
We'll just put them out of view for now.
Oh, dang. Okay.
They
And,
move 100.
and they're gone too.
They're at the edge.
Okay.
You can put them. I can probably reach.
Scoot it. Yeah.
Yeah, put them at the edge, Josh.
Okay.
Right at
There you go.
What are you doing to Artegan? He stayed on.
Did he? Well, I know. I just pushed him over there. I didn't know he fell off.
You're terrible.
Whatever. Get on there already. Like, fuck it. Okay, whatever.
Gotta be smarter than the horse.
30. I move 40. And then I'm going to use my cat-like reflexes.
What?
So you can double his speed.
I can double my move speed and then I have to take an action or a turn where I
I
don't.
can help you.
He
Yeah, like
has to take a turn where he doesn't move before he can do it again.
Yep.
Okay.
So
I believe you.
So I'm going to move, go super cat fast, and I'm going to set myself up so that if he comes back and charges again, I can use my, I'm holding my action to strike him.
So if he comes into range, you're going to whip him again.
Yep. And I am using my bonus action on this part to designate him as my planar adversary.
Okay.
Or whatever the actual term is.
So does that mean you get 2 attacks when he comes in range? Because you get the reaction.
It's a reaction to hold your action.
Oh, that's right.
Because you ready your action as a reaction.
That's right.
So the action
becomes a reaction.
The trigger for the action is when it comes in range, you're going to whip him.
Okay.
Yes.
It's very much this.
Continuing on, Finner.
Okay. I am going to run over to this guy.
So, no more focusing on the no-berries. Time to focus on this guy.
I am going to no-berry focus. I'm going to run underneath his legs, whoop, and end up over here. So I run straight at him and I go underneath his legs and I come out.
You do
that guy.
So you run at this centaur, you full-on roll dive into the shadow, and then you come up right up under this guy, and
then I'm like, pow, pow.
Throws him off. He looks super confused to you guys. All you see is his underside as you roll the strike.
Yep.
Twice.
Oh, I missed one of them magically. I roll a 10.
10. That is a miss.
And then I roll a 25.
That is a hit.
He takes 11 more damage.
Finner him.
So bad.
It's so good. It's so bad.
I just want to... I don't know. I want to take out that leg that he used to kick me in the face, but I don't want to, like, kill him. I just want to knock him out, basically. I want to do enough damage that it's not lethal, but that he's unconscious.
All right. This is a first that I was not expecting.
Finner's not a killer. He's...
What?
No, he's not. He's a nice guy.
And we gotta lash something to that cart.
You hit him in the leg, and it hits so hard he reaches down, and he's really nimble for a horse and a man's body on a horse. He can reach all the way around. He grabs his leg when you hit him. Wham! And you see his eyes and slumps to the ground, and he just falls right past you where you don't want to get hit. You step out of the way.
Right.
And the snow flies up into the air.
I'm like, sorry, buddy. I'll pat his cheek. I'm like, sorry, buddy. Like, I feel bad for whatever happened to him and what I had to do to him.
Going to Artegan. You're now pretty far out.
Trying to reclaim my horse. Get my
Okay,
horse
roll
moving.
another animal handling. It's going to be a little easier every turn.
It's 16.
16 is enough. You pull on the reins, and again, you command your horse to follow your commands. It stops, not suddenly, where it jolts you.
Can I get it to do a
You can get it to do a U. It takes 10 of its 50 movement to slow down and turn.
Okay, I'll try to get back to the action as quick as I can.
You can move 40 plus 50 in one turn.
I'll do that. So 90. So 10 feet.
30. 60. I mean, you can go wherever you want.
Yeah, right there is fine.
You can even go up to the creature if you want, the other centaur.
I don't have my sword on me right now, so I don't need to.
Okay.
Where's your sword?
Remember, I natural one that threw it
Oh,
It's over here.
Okay.
right over there.
Karina, well... Oh, you still working. Go.
Oh yeah, I suppose I have my action too because that was the horses, correct?
That was just the horse's action. What's
Pretty
so
intense when it comes back the other way, huh?
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, that's
lot of
true.
horses.
It is awesome.
How does it feel?
I'm surprised you guys jumped off your horses.
How does it feel you're not worthy of anyone casting a decent spell on you?
Oh. Mocked.
Vicious
I don't
mockery.
know if he likes that very much. Or you. And he saves.
Ah, dang it.
That's probably vicious mockery. Instead of just like face tanking that shit at the bad guys that you're mocking because they get upset.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just that's kind of face. Keep saying
Well,
mean things.
she's gonna heal you again.
Me? I'm full. Oh.
Mist. I was just thinking of his name.
Oh.
Mist. That's cocked. How do you cock a D4?
Damn it.
Get 5 more health as a level 1 spell.
Whee!
And you see this centaur turn and run. And run. It runs 100.
He's gonna leave his friend.
Fast and far. And he leaves
Is
this
he-
one behind.
Is he within 10 of me?
No.
No. Okay.
Technically, no.
So he can run 50, is what you're saying? He runs like a horse, run 50 and then 50 more.
He's that fast.
What direction does he run in?
Straight that way.
This
Away
way?
from all the action.
Oh man. I can
This is the
probably-
guy that lost part of his beard in the wind.
I mean, I can get to him. Like, do we want to stop him? That's what I say.
I'll answer on my turn.
You can answer as a reaction, or just, I mean, you can say some things in between combat. He's dumbfounded. Get him!
Get him. Okay.
Get him.
And Karina, she'll be like, just let him go. I don't know if Artegan says anything.
No.
I don't know what to do with that, but it's not my turn first. Thank God it's yours. So
He is 100 feet away. Off from that.
Yeah. I can't get to him. Did you... Where are the rest of the horses? You lost the horses?
You got off of yours.
God damn it.
Notice the horse that we still have is the one that we didn't get off of.
Yes, and you were so much help. I'll skulk away.
You skulk away?
I just start walking after the horse. Not running, but just walking.
Okay, well, we can probably break combat there, guys.
I was gonna chase the guy.
Well, chase away. He's 100 feet away.
That's cool. I can move 40 feet in his direction, and then I can teleport 60 feet from a shadow to a shadow. If that doesn't work, I can run 120 feet.
You're gonna have to do that.
Okay.
Because to get to the nearest shadow within that range isn't gonna be quite there.
Alright, I can run 80 feet and then shadow teleport.
You can do that.
Okay.
Is that your full action, though?
Nope, I just had to spend a key to do it.
Okay.
Oh no, I can't do that. Fuck, because it's both a bonus action. Never mind, he gets away.
So
They're
you
both
are
bonus actions.
impended by your bonus action.
Bonus action horribleness over here.
Impeded, not impeded.
Right.
Impeded by bonus actions.
Everything is a fucking bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how it goes.
Alright, well, I'm gonna stay with the guy that's hurt. I'm like, hey, he's hurt. Maybe we should help him. Something bad happened to him. Oh, you're like, something really bad happened to this guy.
Like what?
His guy parts are gone.
So you're all up here. We can close
He'd
combat.
be better off putting him out of his misery then.
Is there a horse? Am I following the horse's trail in the snow?
Are you going to?
I want my horse back.
All right. So you're gone for this section.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's party!
You wander off. Like, something happened to his guy parts. They're gone.
Go ahead
tail is
and give
gone.
me a history check, Artegan.
Natural 20.
What?
Coin flip Artegan over here.
Right.
You might as
Ones
well
and
just
20s, that's
flip
all
a
I
coin
do.
for everything you do. Centaurs in their tribes. They're very nomadic people, but they also dispense their own justice because they're their own lawmakers. And one of the punishments for centaurs, of many, is mutilation. But it's only reserved for the worst of actions, the worst of their kind. They're not truly a punishing people. In fact, for even murder, they don't put their own down. So you'd have to do
Cut off
something
their
really
junk.
bad to be castrated, to lose your tail, to lose your arm. And, God, a natural 20. They're not really a violent society. People think of them as a violent society because they're so strong that when they do get into altercations, people lose limbs. I mean, they're just that strong. They could kick a person and kill them without trying.
They're like Wookiees. It's scary shit.
You're not there.
I am there.
And they're not Wookiees.
I am there. It's just that's
You
out
are
of game
there.
stuff.
So in-game, you
Wookiees
could say
aren't
something
there.
different.
In game, I'm like, they're like owl bears. That's so scary.
Yeah. They have suffered some mutilations. Even that one, as you look close, is missing his tail.
Yeah, these guys were not good guys.
Oh man. Well, what should we do with them?
I would say put them down. I mean,
We can't do that, Artegan.
Nah,
Why would you?
We should. Let's wake him up.
We can't put them down.
Well, I mean, they put the cart guy down.
We don't know that. Maybe they just found him and used him, like, because it was a good opportunity.
I look at him. I look at the guy pinned to a cart with a spear. I look back at him.
You look at the guy that's pinned to the cart, and he is pinned to the cart.
And is it like
and
obviously a
it's
centaur
through
spear?
his chest plate bone.
Oh, okay, so I'm like, maybe they did do that. All right, that's not good.
And they were waiting in ambush for us.
I don't think we have the right to take his life.
Somebody
I
already
don't
took
think
his
he had the
junk.
right to take somebody else's life.
I wish I was there.
You're not
I
there.
know.
I don't know. I don't want to
I
kill
don't
anybody.
think it's our job to. What do you think?
I don't want to kill anybody. I
Right.
mean, I feel like at the worst we should hobble him and leave him for someone else to find. Like maybe when his buddy comes back, he'll let him go, or maybe like the other centaurs will find him or something. But I don't really like killing people.
Give me a perception check. Everyone.
17.
Oh, not missed. Split the party.
3.
3.
Wow.
There is a pause. Artegan's about to say something, but Karina, she puts her hand on your shoulder to quiet you. She's like, "Shh." And when she does that, you do hear very faintly, off in the distance, the sound of crying. And it's coming back from this way.
I'll run over there.
It almost sounds like a baby.
Oh, I'll run over that way.
Like mewing, or... Do you go that way as well?
I'll take a quick glance around, see if there's anything
what
around
if they had a
here,
baby?
and then go towards the sound.
Sweet tomorrow.
But I don't see anything in this area.
And you have a horse.
Mhm.
You don't see anything, and you don't see your horses. Mist, you are out in the wilderness looking for signs of your horse, and they were moving at full pace. And they're gone, as far as you can tell.
So
If you travel for a while, you could probably find them if they ever stop. Which they're gonna stop eventually.
I'll get down and I'll like check the hoof prints. If it looks like after a while they're still booking it at all deliberate speed.
You travel for about 2 minutes, and the hoof prints, when you see them, they have the initial divot and then the trail of moving, like full pace through the snow.
So yeah, after I'll like feel out a couple of those, but it looks like they're hoofing it. Then I'll turn back around.
Okay. Karina jumps off the back of the horse. She's like, "You can go find what that is. I'm gonna hobble him here." And she reaches into her pack that she has on her back. She has a small satchel. And when she does, she reaches in all the way up to her armpit. She has her own bag of holding, much like your bag of holding.
You mean Delaran's bag of holding, you asshole?
Artegan, you have a bag of holding. She has a bag of holding. Delaran doesn't. No, she pulls out a rope, uncoils it, and starts hobbling his legs, but she also ties up his arms. She's like, don't be long. I don't think rope can hold him if he wakes.
I'm gonna stick around here. I think Finner's got the noise, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's cool. I will put my hood up and be stealthy.
Split the party 3 ways.
Yeah, and I'll move towards the crying. But stealthily. Should I roll?
Yes.
Okay.
You should.
18 plus 8 is 26.
Not bad.
26. They have disadvantage to find me.
No way. You approach a small campsite, and before you get too close to be in viewing distance, you can tell there is a foal, a teenage girl, centaur, that's next to the campsite, a fire that's been doused, and there is also a baby she's holding in her arms.
I am not the best person for this, but okay, here we go. So I'm like, don't be scared. Everything's gonna be okay.
As you approach.
Whoop. And I drop my hood. Yeah, as I approach.
Missed. Roll your initiative.
Oh, snap! An ambush on top of an ambush. You've been double bushed.
12.
You were heading off to find your horse, and you hear the sound of hoofs, and they start moving in your direction fast.
My horse is coming back.
You're like, there's my horse, and then you look, and it's the centaur that ran away.
The one-armed one?
Yeah, he was
Yes,
one-armed
the
man.
one-armed one.
The one-armed bandit is back.
And he has a spear that he levels at you. Now, he's not going to make it to you this round. He was pretty far away. But he makes it enough to throw the spear. For a 17.
Dink.
You put your shield up, and it lands in your shield, and you see the tip plunge through the shield towards you, and you are now holding a shield spear.
Perfect.
What do you do?
Got 300 it.
Yeah.
Smite. So he's coming toward. About how far away is he?
He is approximately 70 feet. He threw that spear like you would not believe.
Am I close enough to hear it, or is he way
He's
too far off?
Kind of off on his own,
Okay.
2 minutes away.
Was this? Does he have any obvious wounds?
Not obvious.
Not obvious.
Other than his beard missing.
Yeah, I mean, he's not close enough for obvious.
Okay.
You're not sure if he was even wounded in combat because you're pretty preoccupied being filled up like a pincushion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm going to take a lot of those. So I'm going to lead him back to these guys.
Okay.
So I'm going to double move.
Double move, so 80.
So yeah, 40, 80, and yeah,
80.
just 80.
Don't do it, yeah.
Yeah, just 80.
You move 80 in this direction back towards your friends. You know exactly where you're supposed to go. You're not going to be able to get lost.
Retracing my own footsteps in the snow.
And the hoof prints, and the snow is basically split with a trail going in this direction. He pursues for a round.
Good.
He throws a spear. This is a max range, so
Aren't there thick trees everywhere too?
not everywhere. It's
Okay.
like this. But it is a disadvantage, and he rolls an 18
18.
with a disadvantage. He does hit.
Okay.
Take 13 damage as the spear whack hits through your armor and pierces you and then falls down to the ground as you're running.
No, I want to grab it.
All right, now you have 2.
Yep. He's got to run out of spears eventually.
That'll be your reaction.
Yep.
She looks at you and she's like,
You don't have to be afraid. It's okay. It's okay.
is holding the baby like it's the most precious thing in the world. And this foal, she has beautiful silver hair that trails down her back, and she's wearing furs on her body to keep her warm, except for her horse body. And it's she has a black horse body with some white socked hooves on the bottom of the legs and a very thick bushy tail that matches her hair.
I'm like, hey, it's going to be okay, really. Here, do you want some food? Are you hungry? I show her, like, some rations. I hold them out. I'm like, it's going to be all right. Everything's okay.
Where's Jurgo? What's going on? Who are you?
My name is
Stay back.
Cherry Cheeks. Okay, sure. I can stay back. Okay, I stay kind of away from her. I'm like, I don't want to upset anybody.
Where'd Jurgo go?
Who's Jurgo? Is he the guy with one arm?
No. That's Kent.
Nice, they have names. Those guys jumped us over by a cart, and I knocked one of them out because I don't like hurting people too much, but they were trying to kill us, I think. But I don't know what's going on. If you guys need help, then maybe we can help you so they feel like they don't have to kill people. I don't know. I'm kind of confused. I just wanted to make sure that everything's okay because I heard a baby, so I wanted to make sure that there wasn't a baby by himself over here. But I don't want to hurt anybody. Okay.
They should be coming back for us.
I don't know if
they told me they'd just be gone for a few minutes.
They ran to my friends. My friends aren't super nice.
What happened?
They attacked us.
They wouldn't do that. That's not true.
My face is all hoofed in.
The baby's
I'm
crying.
Like, my hoofed in face says something else. I'm like, they did attack us. They tried to ambush us over there by a cart. There's a man pinned against the cart with a spear through his chest that looks like the spears that your friends have.
That can't be true. You must have hurt them or attacked them.
No, I didn't.
You can
attack
see
anybody.
that her eyes are starting to well up with tears,
Hey,
and the baby starts screaming.
No, it's gonna be okay. Shh.
You can hear the baby loudly now.
I'm like, no.
As you hear that, Artegan, the horse begins to stir. You see the body moving. You would think when a creature is knocked out like that, they shouldn't be stirring so readily.
Say like an hour or something.
Is it like a charm effect on the horse, or what's going on?
Oh, he got knocked
beat
out.
Unconscious.
He got beat
unconscious.
That
horse over or the centaur.
Sorry, not the horse, the centaur.
Okay, I was like, my horse is doing
The
things?
speciest. And the legs start moving. And they're kind of wrapped up in the ropes, tied around their legs like 6 times. And you see the ropes start shifting as they're moving apart. It's a slow stir. What do you do? Karina isn't paying attention at the moment. She's fiddling with the saddlebags on your horse.
I'll point it out to Karina. It's like, hey, he's stirring.
Can you hold him?
Are you kidding? He's a horse. He's got like 500 pounds on me.
Oh, what do we do? I don't want him to be killed.
I could mock him. I don't know if that.
Mock him to death.
Go to sleep, you little ass.
It's like, blood out of his ass and shit.
She goes over with her staff and whacks him across the head. Maybe. She does it. Thwack! And when she whacks him across the head with the butt of her staff, you see a goose egg start to form up on the forehead, and the stirring stops, and the body that had shifted slumps back to the ground.
Can I tie my horse to one of the trees and go grab my sword?
You could.
I'll go do that.
Okay.
I feel like this
She
isn't
tries
over.
to tie him up a little tighter. Missed. You picked up the second spear.
Yeah.
You're running back to your party.
From
This
your
was not the best idea.
Just wanted a horse so this kind of thing wouldn't happen.
Are you running 80 again?
Yeah, I'll do like quick checks and see if he's gaining on me, if I'm losing him.
This
go the
round
same
he's
speed?
gaining on you. He gets a little closer, but he doesn't throw a spear. You see he has one readily available in his hand.
Yeah. I'm going to kind of try to weave through some trees.
Alright, so you dash towards a tree, but it will cut your distance down.
Mm-hmm. But for the opportunity of getting like disadvantage or something, would be worth it.
On a hit?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm trying to make it so that he can't just launch
He
these
does
things.
gain a little distance, and that's round 3. He doesn't throw his spear, and he runs more, and he gains more distance. You look back through the trees, and you can see him charging full speed, pike under arm, like he's using it as a lance, and he looks like he's just trying to gain right now.
Okay.
Round 4.
Perfect.
It's about 10 rounds total
He's gonna catch
back to
you.
party.
Okay. So I'm going to wait. Let me know when he's within, like, gets to the gaps down to about 15 feet or so.
Okay. It'll be soon enough.
Yep.
Okay, let me
Close.
get a D10. We'll go down to 9. 9 rounds now.
9 more rounds?
4. I meant 10, not from the start.
Jeez, okay. This is
You
good.
walked away for 2 minutes.
Okay.
Now you're running back double speed for 1 minute. 1 minute. I'll make it 7 rounds now. Because it is about 1 minute away. Technically.
Okay.
She looks afraid, and you see the tears start streaming down her eyes as she looks at you, Finner. And her hair is pretty wet from all the snow, and she shakes it a little wildly, and the hair starts...
We're not going to hurt anybody. If you want me to, I can take you and maybe someplace safe. Are
I
there?
just want to go home.
Where is home?
Back to my tribe. I don't know where to go.
Where's your tribe?
I'm not sure. It's been a couple days.
How did you get here?
Jergo said we were gonna go on a trip, and then we come back. I don't want to be here anymore.
Okay.
Give me an insight check.
Okay. I'm like, sure. 23.
23. She's afraid, but it also sounds like she is under some false pretenses. You can't tell exactly what, but
Yeah, I think their friends are
things
nice
are not
guys.
adding up.
Right.
Obviously.
You're not going on a trip. You're not going back. So, I don't say that, but that's what I'm thinking.
And she's not old enough to really be a mom either. She's like a young foal, probably like in human years, 7, 8. Artegan.
Okay. 7, 8.
So you're picking up your sword.
Mm-hmm.
Karina's tying him up tighter. Artegan! She
Yes?
shouts behind.
My wife.
Should we wake him up and question him?
Let's wait until the others get back.
I'm afraid he's gonna keep waking up, and if we keep doing this, I don't want to injure him too much. It's been a little long for them to be gone.
Well, I feel like it's better to keep doing that than to have him wake up and have nobody else around to back us up.
Do you think maybe you should go find your friends real quick?
I would prefer to not
Our
leave you
friends.
alone.
I kind of
That's a
forget
no.
that you guys are a new party.
Yeah, we're not really friends yet.
If you want to leave here alone, we can both go to find where the others went.
If he wakes, he'll definitely run.
I'm aware of that. If he wakes, I'd prefer that he runs versus.
You think you'd
attacking
be
one of
okay
us.
here by yourself?
Yeah, I think I could handle myself.
I'll take the horse and I'll find Finner first.
Okay.
So she takes the horse and she trots off towards Finner.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time. I'm like,
Missed. You see him gaining quite a bit of distance. At round 6, he's only 40 feet away.
How much?
He
is
could
gain
double
per
move
round?
and catch you if he wanted.
Oh, so he's not double moving?
Well, he moves 50 normally. He's gaining 20 a round.
Okay.
So it'd take a couple rounds actually to gain, because you're both moving full speed. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So he's gaining 20 per round. So I have 1.
Unmathematically, he's gaining a little every round.
Yeah. I'm just seeing like about how much faster he's going. Okay.
20 faster.
You're getting close to the area where you know your friends are. You think you could definitely be in shouting range at this point. Like shouting.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll let out a little tiger
Meow.
roar. A tiger roar,
Oh,
not a
roar.
meow. Roar.
So you roar? You don't shout, you just roar? Do you use words with your roar?
Yeah, of course I do.
What do you say?
Like, he's coming back.
Artegan, roll a perception. You're now by yourself.
As an 8.
You think you see the horse stirring again, the centaur, and the legs start to shift slowly.
Bye.
Karina, I don't know what happened. He's like, he didn't wake up that last time.
I'll give it a little bit of time. If he starts moving around too much, I'll do something here.
He's 20 feet away. He's catching up, and he looks pissed. He has a great black beard and long black hair that's waving wildly behind him as he runs full speed towards you, looking like he's going to run you down next round.
So he's going to spear. All right. So at that point, I'm going to stop and let him close to within 10 feet, and I'm going to whip him right in the throat. For 20. And he takes 13 damage.
13. Okay, he was injured a little. As you look closer, you can see some of his skin is peeled back and raw, and almost like it's wind chapter, dried. And you whip it, and you see a lash across his face from here to here into his beard.
Fucked up his beard again. Then, boom.
That was your reaction.
Sort of. I thought that was my action. I was just
If you were
stuck.
readying, that's still your reaction.
So is there no way to use a full turn in?
You wanted to turn into him and use your turn?
Yeah, I didn't.
You turn into him, you close distance,
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, in that case, I'll
Yeah,
move slightly.
So you're like,
and you
Do
whip
it.
him.
Yep.
And then
So I
you
whip
use
him.
your reaction?
And then I'm going to use my bonus action for. Technically, he's going to still run right in through me, and just as he's about to lance me, I puff into mist and use Misty Step. But he thinks he just rips right through me, except for the
you
little
roll?
cloud.
There are trees nearby.
I'll go, if he's coming at me here, I'll go slightly off to the left, but behind him. And I'll just stand still and try to hide.
In the wide open.
No, you just said there was trees nearby.
Okay, you said behind him. I don't know.
Yeah, right behind him.
So like behind a tree or something,
Mhm.
and you try to hide.
Yep.
And you could whip him.
Well, I did.
He's gonna pike you.
No,
It's
I
10
whip.
feet.
No, it's It's a 30-foot Misty Step.
His pike's 10 feet long.
Okay.
So you both have reach. I guess it's your action, though. So on your action bonus. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You disappear.
Pretty blurry.
That makes a lot of sense, because it was your turn.
Okay. That's why I didn't want to wait until his turn. It felt like it would be bad.
Roll your hide. He bursts through a puff of mist and looks around, and he's snarling somewhat.
18. Do I have to use inspiration before I know what you're going to do?
I think you use it after you roll before you know.
Is it
Screw it. I'll save
his
it.
inspiration?
No, I already used that one. This is just your inspiration.
Technically, we don't even play it the right way, but yes, I'll say before you know if it's a hit or a miss,
Okay.
you should probably roll.
I
was like, I don't care. It's inspiration. Use it whenever you want.
Yeah.
Hit, miss, I'll let you know, and then you can use it afterwards.
Yeah.
18 to hide.
He says you. No, he doesn't.
He looks around. He looks confused.
Nice.
He snorts out of his mouth. Not a horse snort, but a snort. A puff of mist comes out of his breath, sprays the area because it's so cold. Shakes his hair and turns around and walks off. You wait, and you wait, and you hear something behind you. You turn around and snow falling off the tree limb. It's not anything. It's just your imagination playing tricks on you, and you wait for another 30 seconds until you see him disappear out of view. The foal, she looks up at you.
I'm like, hey, it's okay.
I just want to go home. I don't want to be here.
Where's your home?
I don't know.
We don't know where your home is. Okay, well,
Is Jurgo coming back?
Which
He
one?
always comes back.
Which one was he again?
He's the biggest.
I'm trying to think. Is he the one that ran away?
He's the no nuts.
Oh. Maybe. Maybe he's coming back.
Like, is that his baby?
Yeah, right. Like, I don't know.
I don't think it could be.
He's not dead.
Can I talk to him? Is he here?
He's not here. He's back where he tried to ambush me and my friends. I knocked him out.
She shrinks back towards the tree that's right by her
I didn't
campsite.
know what was going on. I was confused and scared, but I'm not gonna hurt
You
anybody
see,
else.
like, this eye starts streaming some tears as well.
I'm not
They're
gonna hurt anybody.
falling off her chin, and they're actually freezing somewhat right on her cheek. Not right away, but somewhat.
Do you want me to go and get
Wipes
him?
her cheek off.
If I go and get him, will you not run away?
I don't know where to go.
Okay, well,
I'm scared.
okay. Is there a tent there or something?
There is a small tent.
Okay,
It looks like it's big enough just for her.
is the baby hungry?
I don't know. It's still crying, screaming almost.
It sounds hungry. Do you have something to feed it?
A little bit.
Why don't you feed the baby while I'm gone, and I'm gonna go get your friend.
Roll your persuasion.
I am bad at that. Nope. I roll a 3. I'm like,
She just looks scared.
Stay there.
yeah.
She looks
Right.
terrified.
I'm gonna go get your friend. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Missed. The centaur walks away into the horizon and disappears from view. What do you do?
I'm gonna give it probably 5 or 6 heartbeats worth of patient waiting. And then I'm going to scurry back.
You scurry back to where Artegan is. Artegan, the centaur now is fully stirring on the ground. Its legs are now trying to break the binds, and you see the rope that's wrapped around his legs 8 or 9 times start stretching. You see some of the strands start spindling away as if they're about to break.
I have a crossbow, so I'm going to load a bolt and point it at him and tell him to stop.
Give me a... No, don't give me anything. He looks groggy. He looks out of it, and he looks like he's waking up from a bad knockout. You know that... I don't know. You've been knocked out a couple times.
Yeah.
When you're waking up, you don't know what's what or what's going on. And sometimes you think you're still in the fight, and his whole body starts stirring upwards.
Whatever. I'll cast sleep on him.
Okay.
It's like, oh, God damn it.
It lasts for a minute?
Yep.
I won't make you roll because he has no hit points really left. Maybe a few, but sleep is 5d8.
Yep.
You cast sleep. He starts getting up on his elbows. And when he hits the ground, he has mass behind him. You would think he's probably like 3,000 pounds. He's a big boy. Back into the snow.
And I will go over, and I know I have a minute of him unconscious, so I'll tighten his ropes and maybe put some extra ropes around it. Just
his arms aren't bound because they're kind of awkwardly placed, and his body, you couldn't lift him if you wanted to get a rope around his body.
I just want to make it so he can't move.
Yeah, you want
He's
to
not going to be
hobble
able
him,
to.
basically.
Yeah.
You are talking to the young foal, Finner, and she looks confused and scared. You turn around as you just told her you're going to go get her friend, and you see Karina trotting up behind you. She's not very far away on a horse. She's like,
Things have become rather complicated.
what's going on?
So...
She looks past you and she sees the young foal, and her face is confused.
So, the Centaurs had friends here in camp, and I told her that I would go get her friend that is still with us over there. I'm like doing a bad job.
Do you want me to go talk to her?
Yes, badly. That
I
would
don't
be
think her
good.
friend's waking up soon.
Oh, maybe I should go wake him up sooner.
Do you think that's wise?
I don't think we can leave her alone. Her and the baby don't really know what they're doing.
Maybe we can just talk to her and have her come with us.
Okay. Whatever you think is best.
Okay. So she'll walk up towards the foal, and she stays on horseback.
Yep.
And as she approaches, the young girl looks up, looks at her, looks at the horse, looks scared. Karina realizes her fatal error and stops. Gets off the horse, and she's like, maybe you should take it back to Artegan.
Okay. I'm like, come on, horse. Let's go.
And she'll just stand there talking to the girl.
Okay. So I take the horse.
You take the horse back towards Artegan. I'm not going to roleplay a scene between me and an NPC.
Come on. Whatever happens, happens.
Things happen. And you find Artegan. He is standing over the centaur. He is wrapping more rope around the centaur's legs.
Artegan, we can't kill him. There's a problem. There's a really young girl centaur and a baby centaur over there that these guys are taking care of.
Where's Karina?
Talking with the young girl centaur person.
You know it's a foal.
A foal. Talking with the foal.
Okay. Can you watch this guy while I go over there?
What am I supposed to do with him?
Just make sure he stays down? I don't know. What's the plan?
Mist, you're walking
I don't
over
know
at
what the
this
plan
point,
is.
and you are now within hearing of them. They weren't even really paying attention to you because they're kind of preoccupied.
Sure.
until you're really close, and then you guys look over and you see Mist within shouting distance.
Okay. Hey, come here. Hey, Misty, come here.
I walk over.
We have a problem. There's a foal and a baby centaur in these guys' camp that they were taking care of. She seems confused as to how evil her friends are, but I think they're like trying to protect her from the harsh realities of the world. And so like they're off banditing people and shit, doing bandity stuff. And meanwhile, her and the baby are back at camp waiting for them to come back. Things have gotten more complicated, so I don't think we should kill any more of them. In fact, I almost want to wake this guy up and just tell him to leave with her and take her someplace safe.
Tell you what, you guys figure it out. Like you said, don't kill him. I'm gonna go over to Karina and see what the progress over there is.
Okay, I give you your horse. I'm like, but don't ride the horse into camp, it freaks him out.
I'm just gonna not take the horse. Just
Okay.
stay on the horse.
I just wrap the horse. Its reins around a tree or whatever. I'm not even on the horse, I was leaving it back.
So you just tie the horse up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's... Here, while we have this horse down, let's tie up his arms. And so I fold his arms backwards like this.
He's laying on his side.
You can't get his arm behind him. Yeah,
One arm's in front of him. Actually, one arm's like over his side like that, and one arm is halfway under his body. And you attempt to move his body and realize that just his torso alone is probably 500, 600 pounds.
I can't move.
Do you need help with that?
We would like him restrained.
I
I would recommend we either tie his arms behind his back or we just remove the arms.
I cast levitation. Lift his upper body up so that he can.
There you go.
I love Artegan.
We just tie his arms.
All the magic, huh?
Yep.
Yeah,
Alright.
so okay, tie his arms.
So yeah.
How I've missed Artegan. He just knows every spell that needs every situation.
Yeah, we'll levitate him. Whatever.
It only
Have an
can do-
inspiration, Artegan.
Tie him up super tight and kind of wrench those wrists up between his shoulder blades. Tie it up and loop the rest of the rope around his neck so that if he tries pulling down, he's going to be choking himself.
I'll give it to you, Mr. Ranger.
Okay.
So tie him up those arms up really hard
How many times?
until all the
again?
rope is gone.
It's like rope gauntlets.
Yeah, it's just like
it is two
it
arms,
looks like
one arm.
You tie an extremely tight and difficult, it's not even a knot, let's say contraption almost, around him.
And I do, multiple
As
up
you're
and
like
around over the
getting
neck.
close to finishing the multiple loop, you see the centaur start stirring, awake,
I'm going over to Karina.
and you're not there anymore.
Yep.
Are you good at talking?
I have been doing it my whole life.
That's a no. Okay. Let me talk to him.
He
Hey. I'm like, hey.
was he knocked out or was he?
He was asleep.
He was knocked out and then slept.
But if I take a turn to try to rouse him, the sleep breaks.
You didn't even get most of the way through. You got like half the way through your tying him up. So he is still tied quite readily.
So I had like
but-
a minute or whatever.
Yeah, you only had a minute. He does start stirring
Okay.
as you're tying him up, and his arms flex. And when they flex, you feel a strength, a power behind it.
Did I get some over his neck?
You did.
Okay.
And you see his whole body start stirring. I'm gonna
like-
make it a hard check. It's gonna be a DC 20. Well, athletics, or is it just strength? It's athletics, right?
Yeah. If he's
I'll make it a
trained,
DC 22. I don't know if he's trained actually.
most monsters are not trained.
It's rare. He is trained.
There you go. Snap.
You are tying him up. His arms flex. His hands start pulling apart, and you
I'm
can
like, "Don't
see
fight,
the
don't fight."
neck where the cords are now breaching into the flesh of his neck. The skin starts to fold over every rope and every strand until his hands go, and it's a loud snap.
I'm gonna be like right in front of him, and I'm like, "Hey, don't fight. We just want to talk. We just want to talk. We want to help you, but we don't want to fight anymore."
Let's see if he even has his wits about him.
Nope.
He goes to grab you.
I mean, okay. He grabs me.
What's your AC?
20.
So he'll go to grab you. You duck out of the way as he goes to grab you, and he's still kind of groggy, and he tries to grab onto part of your armor. You just slip right out. Well, your robes, whatever you're wearing.
It's clothes, regular clothes. Yeah.
And you slip out of his grasp.
Stop it. I'm like, listen, we just want to talk. We just want to talk. We know about the baby in the foal. They need help. We just want to help you help them. Let's just talk. We can just talk about this. Or he can beat me in the face.
He goes to headbutt you.
All right.
Maybe.
I'm trying.
He's a little out of it.
It's unfortunate.
He headbutts you in the face.
So like, we just want to talk. Ow!
That's what you get for looking a gift horse in the mouth.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Take 5 damage
Brutal.
in the head. And you see where that goose egg was?
Yeah.
Is what hit you. And you feel a little divot in your own head from his own goose egg.
I'm like, we're just trying to talk things through. We just want to help you.
You can still do stuff if you want missed.
Um,
I'm just not calling for initiative yet.
I'm just going to keep trying to talk to him. I'll let him try and hit me one more time.
oh. Mm.
Again, you can still do things.
Yeah, it's like, so since I'm right next to him, I'm not going to use the range of the whip, but I'm going to try to basically punch with the...
Pommel him.
Yep, just, down boy!
Roll to hit.
I'm going to try to down boy.
He's not up yet. Advantage.
Oh.
Try again.
Okay, let's see if I can get one. So, 5... 17 will do it. So, does that count still as a whip attack?
I mean, you're proficient with it, and it's a +2 weapon.
Okay. So,
and it's a melee, right?
So, a million. Yeah.
It is a melee weapon?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
So you can deal non-lethal if you want. Or you can deal lethal if you want.
No. I have an idea. I have plans for this servant. So 14 non-lethal damage.
And again, he goes down. This time, as he was propping himself up, he falls face first in the snow. And his hands are now still pretty much at his sides. You can start tying him up again, but you are out. Your rope was split in half a few times.
Mm-hmm.
I move his face so he doesn't suffocate. I'm like, man, do you really have to do that? He was just confused.
We just need to be able to speak to him where he was not confused and he's not smashing his face into yours.
I mean, granted, that did suck a little bit. That was uncomfortable. But really, I think we just got to find a way to communicate to him that we want to help him and the foal out and the baby.
Eventually, he will learn.
Flipping over. Artegan, did you take the horse?
No.
Okay. So you're approaching Karina. You're still about shouting distance away, and she is cautiously close to the foal. It looks like she's talking or making hand gestures, movements, but you can't hear anything from this distance. And she's not paying any mind to her surroundings. She does not know you're coming near.
Okay, I'll get within earshot and then stop there, listen for a second, see if I can hear what's going on.
Okay. So when you get close enough to hear the conversation, she's just talking to the foal gently. She's talking about herself. She's saying, "My name is Karina Esther, and we do not mean you any harm. We are here we just want to help you in any way we can." And she's being pretty, maybe charismatic. She's being pretty charismatic. It sounds like she's a calming presence.
Okay, she sounds like she's doing good. I'll take a seat and just sit there and listen. Make sure nothing bad happens.
She stops, though, as the foal, her head perks up and looks at you. And Karina's like, it's okay. It's okay. He's a friend. He's a good man. And he's just here to help you as well. Artegan. She motions you over.
Okay, I'll approach. Apologize, I'm just coming to check on you.
Cautiously approach. And the girl's looking at you and looking at her. And
yep, I'm just keeping my arms up like this, just making sure she knows I'm... Don't have anything in my hands. Just coming to check on you. How's everything?
Is your friend coming back with Jurgo?
Yeah, I saw him over by him just recently.
He said he was bringing him back here.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. Just because I don't think he's being very cooperative, and it's not easy to move, you know, I'm 150, 160 pounds. Well, more with the armor, but...
I just want to go home. I just want him to take me home.
Hopefully we can work that out.
So you continue talking. The baby seems more calm, and she has a milk. I think they call them bladders, like one of those water canteens.
Mm-hmm.
That she's feeding the baby centaur milk, and the baby centaur is very small. Give me a nature check, because you have jack of all trades.
Nature.
Nice.
That
was a good one.
Yeah.
12.
12? 12's enough. She looks like she's probably 7-ish. The baby is a newborn. Barely a week old. From what you would think, from what you can tell. And it still has its downy fur all over its body, including the human side. And it's small enough that she can carry it in her arms, and she's pretty small herself.
Where's the mother?
Back home. Churgo said we were just going on a trip real quick, and then we'd be back, and we've been gone for so long.
How long have you guys been gone?
I don't know. 5 or 6 sun and moons.
Oh. Do you know the area very well?
She looks out.
It's
No.
like 7, man.
Do you?
I think the person that would probably know the area the best is Mist. We've been traveling with him, but I imagine your centaur friends would probably know. Well,
I miss home too.
did they talk at all about where you were planning on going? I mean, if you've been gone for 5 days.
No, I keep asking when we're gonna go home, and they say we will, just a little while longer.
I noticed some of them look like they had maybe been punished for something bad that they did. Do you know if maybe they've committed crimes at all?
Super sensitive there with the 7-year-old kid.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get information.
I don't know anything. I don't know what you mean.
Oh. Are these guys related to you at all? Or are you friends with them?
There goes my uncle.
Okay.
This is my little sister.
Does the mother know that the baby's gone?
Yeah, I think.
Hmm.
Maybe. She looks confused. Oh, my arms are getting really tired. Can we go sit down somewhere?
Yeah, sure.
So she'll walk towards the tent with the baby. Back to you guys.
Okay.
He is tied up again. Well, maybe not. You're kind of out of some rope.
Yeah, I was actually going to come try to grab some stuff from the wagon over here.
There are some supplies.
Is there a saddle and some bridles?
Oh God!
Are you really gonna?
There are not saddle and bridles.
Wow!
In fact, as you look around, you see a pile of what might have been saddle and bridles at one time that have been burnt. And it's not like right next to the cart, but it's like 30 feet away from the cart. And they're completely burnt into, you can see bits of metal and pieces of saddle and bridles. You can get the general idea.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna be like, "Hey, buddy, wanna go?" I'll try to come back up.
We will keep running through this same situation if you continue to wake him.
No, I think eventually he'll get the hang of it.
Yes.
Hey.
I suppose there is that.
Hey.
Crack!
You punch him while he's out?
No, I wait for him to wake up. I thought you were waking him up.
Oh,
His eye flitters and boom.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't wake. What are you doing? Stop.
You must break a stallion before you can ride it.
I want to talk to him. He's a person. Look, of all the people who shouldn't shit on people-animal hybrids, I feel like you would be on the top of that list.
There's a lot of attitude for someone so small.
I don't even understand what's going on here. Why are you punching him? We can't even talk to
We
him.
cannot
unless you let
deal
him
with
wake
him
up.
when he is awake.
Yeah, that's not a problem. We can deal with him when he's awake. It's fine. It'll be fine. If he tries to run off, I'll just catch him and knock him down.
Punch him in the head again.
No. He's been hit in the head too many times. Eventually he's going to get stupid.
You said something about more children, right?
Yes.
Okay. If we are to help the child, or the many children, however many, only two? Okay. We should
Two is a lot.
have them in the wagon. We should also ride in the wagon. That way we can return with dignity and ease to wherever it is we're heading. If we are not to continue
Why don't you
our
go
direction,
find the horses?
we perhaps will. That's where I ran off.
Why did you come back with no horses?
Because the only one I found was attached to the bottom of a human.
You mean a centaur?
Yeah.
That's not a horse. They're totally different. That's like
But-
me calling you a house cat.
Yeah, which is just ridiculous.
Like I'm saying.
But what we need to do is we can bind this horseman to the front of the wagon.
It's a centaur.
The center of the wagon. And we can bind him to the wagon. He can pull us.
That's called slavery.
Okay. So he is our slave. We have vanquished him in combat.
we're not doing that.
When you...
We're not
What
gonna...
do you do when you defeat a foe in combat?
I take his stuff, then I leave.
You leave them to die in the wilderness with nothing?
I don't mortally wound them. I just take their stuff.
You abdicate all responsibility? Take them into your care and feed them from then on. And have them, in grateful return, do a bit of work for you.
That is not how things work here.
He can pull
you
the
are
wagon.
very confused about how things work here.
That's a life of luxury for a horse.
He's
All he
not
has
a
to do is
horse.
all he
He's
has to do is
not
pull the
a
wagon.
horse. How
Well-
many times have you been hit in the head? He's not a horse.
Well, then he will be exceptionally intelligent, which will be useful.
Okay, well, just go over with the wagon. See if you can find something in the wagon. Maybe there's stuff to salvage in the wagon. Go see if there's salvageable stuff in the wagon, maybe. I'll talk to the horseman.
Here. I take one of the giant spears that I've been carrying, and I put it in the ground in front of you. Hit him with this if you need to.
I don't need to use that to hit anybody. I'm fine.
Artegan,
I'm going to break his arms.
as you're ready,
I'll hit him with a stick if he wakes up.
switching over to Artegan, as you're getting ready to walk into the tent, you see one of your horses. This
It's fun to be the other
is his horse. What was your horse's name?
Mallory.
Mallory. She is wandering through the forest, kind of in the general direction of this camp.
How far away? About?
30 feet.
Can I just go get her and
You can surely attempt. Make
Just
a animal
calm her.
handling.
Sleep.
yeah, that's gonna be the backup plan. That's how I
His
do
favorite animal
horse.
handling skill.
Yeah. Sleep.
it. 10.
10.
I knew it.
It startles up. Its ears. Boom. It looks at you, and it attempts to turn
Turn and run. Sleep.
The horse sleeper.
I am the horse whisperer.
You roll it. 5d8.
Let's see.
It hasn't failed yet, but it might.
That's an 8.
Maybe not.
That's an 8.
Okay, you get it.
Good night,
Even if you
horse.
roll all ones on the rest.
Yep.
Mallory
Okay.
didn't even get into trot yet. She turned around and collapsed to the ground.
Ah, poor horse.
Figure out a better
Actually-
way to do this.
Collapsed to the ground and biffed it. Boom. Take
Snaps
the,
her neck.
Oh
2 damage as she
Breaks
hits
her
the ground.
leg.
Can I hitch her to something so she cannot run away?
She has a bridle and a saddle.
Okay. I will use Healing Word to get rid of whatever damage happened and hitch her to something so she can't run away.
And while you were doing that, Karina was putting her hand on the back of the foal and walking her into the tent. And she did not see you do that. You hitch her to, I don't know. There's really nothing around to hitch her to. You could just
There's trees.
attempt to wait till she wakes up or wake her up.
Can I wake her up without startling her?
Maybe.
Okay, well, I'll give it
Roll
a
your
shot.
animal handling.
This again, huh?
I'll give you advantage because you now have control with a bridle.
Let's see. I'll take the first one, 14.
14. Mallory wakes up, looks over at you, and she thrusts her body upwards and gets onto her knee and pushes up onto her hooves. But you do hold on to her, and she seems docile once you have a hold of her.
Be like, don't do that again.
It's like,
Yeah.
you walk her over, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'll find a place to hitch her. I just want to make sure that she's not walking around so that...
And you can hear Karina talking to the foal in the tent as you hitch her, and then you can go into the tent as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's small in there, enough just for you three, pretty much. And the girl seems pretty confused of, like, why she is in this situation. Even, like, leading questions that you guys have asked haven't produced much. Is Jergo coming?
I don't think so. Like I said, it's going to be a process. He's not small. And they were aggressive towards us, so I don't know how quickly it'll be. Did you want to maybe see if we can go over there?
I'm so tired. I just want to
That's
sit
fine.
here.
Okay, that's fine.
You guys.
Okay.
After about what seems the appropriate amount of time,
About an hour.
no,
Oh, okay.
but Jergo's been waking up continuously. He's not waking up like you would think he would.
Oh no.
He still has a pulse.
Okay. Bless you. Bless you.
Bless
you.
you twice.
Mhm.
But he's not waking up.
Okay.
Alright, so we need to
You
wake him
attempt
up.
to wake him?
Son of
Yeah.
I thought we had a deal.
He doesn't stir.
Oh, it's not good.
Yes.
I think you. Bless you.
One more.
I think you brain damaged him.
Would appear he has been brain damaged already.
But I'm sure not making it better.
Fair enough. But as we discussed, he was already an unusually,
Is there, like,
uncommonly
dust going around?
intelligent horse. So
He's not a horse.
he perhaps will be a normal horse soon.
No, it's not how it works.
All right. Do we have any horses over here? Any of our horses? Oh,
We
no,
have
that's
Art's
over
horse.
on the other side.
We have Artegan's horse.
That's true. That one didn't go with our.
Here, ride Artegan's horse.
For what?
So you can go get the other people and see what's going on. Maybe go find one of our horses. If you ride Art's horse to find our horses, you'll be faster and better at it.
Correct. I would not recommend us heading north for the moment.
Is north this way?
Probably, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
Why not?
Because there was the third centaur. Man horse.
He's gonna go back to the camp probably, where Art and what's her face are.
Then perhaps we should get over there. He ran to the north. I encountered him briefly when attempting to recover the holder.
Oh, how did that work out? Did you kill him too?
No.
Sweet. That's awesome.
It works out about like this.
Oh yeah, right.
He looks pretty wounded.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
There's some
pretty
blood in his fur. Some of it's matting up.
So we need to find a way to neutralize this beast. So that when he awakes, he is of no danger to us or to any of these children. Perhaps we remove his arms.
Nope, no.
He will be a more docile servant to that point.
Not taking his arms off. That's not gonna happen.
What does he need them for?
To do things like eat.
We will feed him. We will take responsibility for him.
Nope.
There will be no more abandoning them in the woods.
Listen, we're not gonna.
You will be a better.
Roll your perception.
He's awake.
I'm too busy looking down on
25.
you. 9.
That's enough, actually. You do succeed. He's talking pretty loudly at you and being somewhat crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
And as he's about to like raise his voice while he's talking, just because he's talking pretty loudly, you hear the sound of many hooves. Many. And you can tell there's a lot. They're coming your way. You're pretty sure they're not that far off.
You should run. You should run now. You
Hop on Artegan's horse.
get everybody else at the camp.
Sorry.
It's that way. Get them together and then try to ride north. I'll meet you up the road.
Hold them off as long as you can.
Yeah, that. Okay, I back up so I'm in the shadow of one of the trees.
Okay.
And I just wait for them to come. I keep my hands up.
So you stay in view.
Yep, in the shadow of the tree, yes.
Okay.
I'm like, I just want to talk. I'm alone.
All right. From what you see, a horde of centaur approach.
Okay.
And you think you see maybe 15.
Okay.
And they are all wearing somewhat the same color and styles of furs. Most of them have real thick, long beards and real thick, long black hair. All different colors. Black, chestnut brown, horse bodies, some white. And when they see you, they run through the forest
Let me know if it looks like any of them are going to spear me.
a somewhat aggressive
Because I'm
way.
like, I don't want to fight. I'm alone. I just want to talk.
And they don't hold their weapons out at you, but they encircle you.
It's cool.
You probably like back up against a tree
Oh,
and
yeah.
start encircling the tree.
Okay. I'm like, please, I just want to talk.
And one of them, about 12 feet tall, he is huge.
Okay, he's like the big dude.
He steps forward and approaches you.
Does he have all his parts?
Yeah, he has all his body parts.
Okay. All right.
He got some big cojones.
That's cool.
You're just a little halfling looking up.
I'm like, oh,
And he looks down at you, and he's got this great, massive beard, and his hair goes all the way down to his horse back. And his tail is just as bushy. Real fierce black eyes. Who are you?
My name is Finner Cherry Cheeks. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. There's been a misunderstanding.
What is that?
Well, me and my traveling companions came upon this overturned cart with a man stabbed to it, and then your friends attacked us. And so we didn't know what was going on, but there are people that need help.
You're talking about that one. He points his spear that he now picks up and points towards the centaur on the ground.
The dead one or this guy?
That one.
Yeah. Yes.
Because
Yes.
they probably haven't seen that yet.
Him and two other ones.
That is no friend of ours. What happened?
Well, we fought. Wait a minute.
Where is Zezis?
Is she the girl? Is she the young foal?
Yes.
Are you gonna hurt her?
He looks you up and down. She is my daughter.
Oh, that's good. So you're not gonna hurt her. Okay. If you're here to help her, I'll tell you where she is.
Where did you go?
Back toward. I followed the Artegan's trail. Back to the tent.
Roll your survival to track him. You can't get lost, but you might not be able to find where he went. But you will.
Yeah. It's like
You can.
there's 3 inches of snow and there's one trail.
Right.
There's a few trails.
Going back and forth.
Yeah.
You easily find the camp where you see a tent and you see a horse tied to a tree. No one is in view. Give me a perception check as you're approaching the camp. It looks like
17.
it's empty.
No.
Oh. Never mind.
14.
Oh.
Wait a second.
17, 14.
Yeah, 14. Okay.
14. It
a weird
doesn't
day.
look like it's empty. Well, it looks like it's empty, but you can hear voices. And you hear voices from inside the tent, and you can tell that it is Artegan talking to the young girl. That you don't know who she is, but you've heard about her. And he's like, it's okay. And she's like, can we just sit down? What do you
But they're all inside?
Yeah.
There's just one horse outside. Okay, so I'll just ride up to where the other horse is, and then I'll hop down.
When you ride up, she doesn't even notice. But you guys just notice. You hear a horse trot up. What do you do?
Look at Green and see if she reacts.
She will pull up the tent flap and look and sees mist. She'll walk out.
Mm.
And she leaves you in the tent with the girl.
Hello, human
Okay.
female.
Mist, what's going on?
The beast will not be tamed so easily. He continues to.
Is he alive?
Yes. There's nothing to end that. He continues to breathe. I believe he will make an excellent puller of our wagon.
Oh my god.
She looks at you. Give me an insight. You got insight?
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
20.
She looks at you with a look of, are you kidding me? Like, disbelief at first, and then slight belief, and then confusion.
What's wrong with
Mist.
this guy?
He's far stronger than our horses.
What
I
is
do-
your city like?
It's horrible.
That seems off.
That's
the
not a
currents of the-
practice that we have in these parts.
What are you talking about?
These are people.
They are vanquished people. They attacked us, and we spared their life.
Would you do that to one of your own? If you vanquished them in combat?
If we spared their life out of mercy, then yes.
That's not how we work here. There is a different type of justice, and you're probably not used to these lands, but if you did that, you'd be a criminal.
I make the laws. I do not follow the laws.
Well, you might not follow the laws in your own lands, but the lands here you
I
should
follow
be
those
following
laws because
these
I make
laws.
them. Who is in charge here? Who do we need to speak? These are obviously outlaws and bandits. What is to be done with them?
We should find the proper channels and report them, take them, have
Okay.
justice dispensed
Then
by their own.
Should we leave them here? Or do we need to bring them with us?
She quieted down. She's like, not so loud. I don't want to scare the girl.
Very well. My only thought is that they must be brought to this dispenser of justice.
That's what I just said.
We can either drag them behind us or put them to good use. They are very strong beasts.
We are not going to do that. Artegan,
Yes?
can you come out here?
Sleep.
Okay, just stay here and rest for a little bit,
The
okay?
girl looks a little scared and confused.
Everything's fine. Just stay here and rest a little bit, okay? Be right back.
Artegan,
Yes?
Mist is under the belief that we should enslave this captive.
Slavers here are very frowned upon.
I would not sell him. I do not own him. Slavery is a word that your culture uses.
To yoke someone and have them do your own labor is slavery.
So who grows your food?
People that are paid for it.
Farmers.
And we will pay this one. We
They
already owe him he owes us considerably.
There's a difference between having somebody do something that they're good at and they get paid for it and forcing somebody to do something and paying them for it.
He would be an exception. Look, he would be very well suited for this task. I'm not
Switch it
trying
over.
to do something.
Okay.
God damn it.
So I'm like, if you,
What happened here?
I told you that they attacked us and we defended ourselves. The girl and the baby that's with her are nearby in a camp, and if you promise me you won't hurt them, I'll lead you there.
I would not harm my own daughter.
I don't know how things work where you guys come from. I just want to make sure.
He looks extremely upset.
I mean,
He turns around. Do you understand, Sylvan?
nope.
He barks some orders, and it's actually a fairly elegant language for such a
Monstrous.
man. And when he's talking to the others, he starts barking some orders and pointing. And give me an insight.
That I can do. 12. 6 plus 6.
He's very boisterous with his emotions and his commands and his movements of his hands, and he's pointing towards the centaur down on the ground. He's pointing towards the area of the cart that you were talking about, and he's making some sweeping motions. It seems like he's just giving orders to generally check the area, clear the area.
I said, one of your not friends is over there, and he's dead. Just so you don't get super excited when you find him.
It's like, did you kill him?
I didn't kill him, but one of my companions did. They were trying to kill us, so we defended ourselves. One of them got away. There were 3 of them. I'm the one that knocked out
Turns
this guy
around,
over
one
here.
of them riding this way barks a command, and Sylvan again.
I tell him, I'm the one that knocked out Drago.
Jurgo,
I knocked out Jurgo.
leave him there.
Well, shouldn't you cut his bonds at least so that he won't die out here?
He looks over. He'll be fine.
Okay, that's cool. The foal is really worried about him. She keeps asking. I was going to come over here and try to talk to him and get him to come back with me to the camp where the foal is with the baby.
What did you say to her?
I told her that there was a struggle, that I wanted to help her. We were just trying to help. No one wanted to hurt anybody. I was trying to be really kind and gentle to her and nice to her.
I didn't think many halflings were as foolish as you.
I don't understand.
Shouldn't be talking to a child about these kinds of things. He looks really upset.
I'm not good with kids, but I had to say something. She was asking me questions. What am I supposed to say?
Lead me to her. He reaches down.
Okay.
When he grabs your hand, it is
His hand's like
a
my whole arm.
strength you have never seen.
Okay.
He lifts you like a toy, just boonk, boonk, onto his back.
My friends are also with her, trying to keep her calm and take care of her. Please don't hurt them, okay? Can you not hurt them?
Maybe. Is the one that killed him with them?
Look, we need to make a deal.
He turns around, and again, you're surprised by how agile his human body is, because he is now almost completely turned around, looking down at you.
On his back. We need to make a deal. I want to help you find your daughter, and I want her to be safe. But there's a lot of you guys, and I don't want to fight anybody anymore. I don't want any more fighting. So I think we should agree not to fight. And that you just collect her and your other people, and then we'll all go our separate ways and consider this just a misunderstanding, even though they tried to kill us.
So what you're saying is he is over there.
Yes, I am saying that, but I want to just leave and not
He will
fight.
need to talk to the matriarch. Anyone that kills one of our own, even if they are not
Self-defense?
part of our tribe anymore.
Even in self-defense? They killed that man back there by the wagon. They were going to kill us.
He will need to face justice, one way or the other.
I don't know if I would consider that super guilty. I think self-defense is self-defense.
Then the matriarch will know.
What if he doesn't want to come?
He smiles, and he's got these big teeth and a big smile. He will come.
What if I don't lead you to the camp?
He barks some more orders, and he points towards the trails that are going towards the camp, and he motions a couple of the other centaurs, and 5 of them file that way.
Oh, that's bad. Oh well, I guess we're going that way then. Okay, just try to not kill people. Can we try that? I don't like killing people. I don't think we should kill anybody.
Our justice is not about killing.
Oh, that's good.
We don't even kill our own.
I'm glad to hear that. Great.
These criminals were exiled from our tribe. They kidnapped my daughters.
Why would they do that? That's horrible.
I would love to know that as well. And he looks back, well, looks forward because he's looking back at you, and he looks at Jurgo.
Let's wake him up and ask him.
I feel if he wakes up, I might kill him.
Whoa, maybe we should let him sleep. Like, remember you said that you guys don't kill people. Let's not kill anybody.
His eyes are flaring with a kind of a passionate anger.
Yeah, he's super pissed.
He follows in suit with the others, and he is quick, and he catches up to them, who are also quick. He's faster than them.
Okay.
And he starts sprinting on towards.
Sorry.
This is going to be so bad.
It's going to be super bad.
You hear the sound of hoofs approaching.
I know what this is. This is murder hobo punching time. I've never seen
I was like, oh no.
But I think it's them.
God damn it.
Get ready.
You're talking. Artegan is talking to you. You're kind of facing the tent because that's where they came out of.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the sound of hoofs approaching. Roll me an insight. They stop talking. Artegan looks
24.
up. You look up. I guess it's just... No, it's Karina and Artegan. They both stop talking and they look past you in a way that is startling. Because you guys look over and there's another 6 centaurs heading your way quickly with a towering centaur almost up to pace with them.
I'm standing on his back.
But they can't see you.
I'm so small.
What's that?
Well, arm yourselves. And I go into a flanking position. I shoot off just to the side a little bit.
Towards like a tree.
Yep.
There was a tree right by the tent.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I just want to not be run down.
They are charging in. What do you do?
Grab Karina by the hand. And
She tells you, she's like, if anything goes bad, I can get us out.
So can I.
Just us.
You're gonna die. You're dead.
I overhear that. I'm like, wait, what?
I'm cool. They're cool. You're in some serious shit.
I am in some shit.
The horde of centaurs charge up and they encircle you. And it's an aggressive encirclement. It's a dominant type of approach. And when they start going around you, it is a thundering of hooves. It's loud and intimidating. And eventually you see the one start circling around all the others, and you can see him on the back of that centaur.
Ben, what's going on?
This guy's here for his daughter.
Oh, she's in the tent.
Yup.
You should go see her.
He parts 2 of the centaurs and steps through and looks down at all of you.
I told you she's okay. We were nice to her.
He looks at you. Are you the one that killed Ulat?
No.
He looks over. He doesn't even look at Karina in an accusing way. Are you the one that killed Ulat?
What is an Ulat?
Oh, I'm on the back. I'm doing this. I'm like,
He steps close to you. One of our own.
Super confused why you're hanging out with these bandits.
I'm like, those guys weren't with these guys. They were like outcasts or something.
Let's see if I can put together that they're even talking about that.
I'm not
9.
the smartest guy in the world.
Not
Right?
good.
9
to you.
So I was like,
He
So
holds his spear
did he
out
have-
at you now.
like any defining characteristics? Like, was he missing?
His
He
tail
wasn't
was
the missing an
missing.
arm.
His tail is missing. He was not the arm guy. The arm guy was the one that tried to kill you.
He got away.
Okay, so the arm guy got away, and so this is the one without a tail.
Yeah. I mean, Jurgo had no tail as well.
Okay. Do you mean one of the tailless who assaulted us?
There's only one that's dead. Did you
Oh.
kill him?
Oh, of the those? Yes.
He barks something in Sylvan that you guys don't understand,
He does.
but that you do. And let me make an insight check. He says, this one's coming with us. These we don't care about. And he points at you.
I reply in Sylvan, and he's like, "We have no idea what to say." He's like, actually, do I even? I do reply in Sylvan. Okay. You will speak to me and not about me.
Oh, if this is a dick measuring contest, they're gonna win.
Oh. He looks
They're
down
horses.
at you and he bends down at you. I will speak to you however I want. And if I need someone to clear out my food stores and I need an alley cat, then I know who to find.
Is it still Sylvan?
Yes.
I'm like, hey, whoa, hey, let's be
And
nice.
he's
I'm kind of
right up
patting
in
him.
your face.
I'm patting his back.
And
I'm
you
like,
can see the
hey.
mist spraying around your face.
I'm like, no. this
Twitch
is
my
not-"
whiskers.
I'm like patting him. I'm like, we're just gonna be nice to each other, right? I thought that we talked about being nice to each other.
And you can get a sense that he is not even hearing you. Even though you're like...
I'm like, hey. I'm like trying to rub the knots in his back. Like, everybody be calm.
What is your name?
I am Yeso of the Windswept tribe.
Asshole. Of the windswept
Do
tribe.
you say that?
God.
Windswept.
Do you say that?
Well, I probably fuck up his name, but Yeso?
Well, I mean...
I don't say asshole.
Okay.
I say Yeso of the windswept tribe. Say, whom do you serve?
Bring him with us, he yells in Sylvan, knowing that you know the language now. He backs away out of your face.
I'm like still on his back.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, are we gonna go somewhere? Like, what's going on? What are we doing? Is everybody friends?
If you
yet?
are not the king, I would speak to him. Yeso of the windswept tribe.
I'm the leader of our tribe.
Gonna
You
go
will
with-
speak to the matriarch, and you will answer for killing one of ours.
Still in Sylvan?
Still in Sylvan.
Oh God. It's like telepathy.
That's basically
It's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
He yells
Yeah,
at that
yes.
one that's next to him. It's
So-
a black stallion-looking centaur with black hair.
I grab Artegan's horse, and I hop up on it.
He grabs you, or attempts to.
Yeah, no.
Are you going to try to get away?
I try to dodge that.
You don't.
Is it
dodge
contested?
that. No.
No.
He is swing against your AC, but you can fight. I think.
He grabs you as you're trying to get up on the horse. And his hand goes around not just your arm, but your shoulder. As you're 1 foot in the stirrup. You will not be riding that horse.
I will not be walking to your matriarch.
Roll a strength contested check.
Oh, I want to wiggle out.
That's what we're doing.
Oh.
He doesn't have to use strength. He can use
Oh.
acrobatics. Right?
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
That's what I thought I did before, but you said I couldn't do it.
Not when he grabs you.
You have an
That's an
inspiration.
attack. He attacked you for a grapple.
We both fuck it up real hard.
It's just like a goldfish, right?
Yeah, you guys just like
That is amazing.
we get like double spider cooties. We're like,
No one gets away, and his hand is like barely on you. He's like, "You don't have to walk, we will drag you."
oh no.
do not be foolish. Here, you slide over. I will ride this one.
So, are you saying in common finally?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, I don't think this is going well. Maybe you should try to be nicer. You guys look like you're yelling.
Yes, this so-called leader, Yasso, wants to bring me to his matriarch to answer for doing his job.
Oh,
He
man.
still has a hold of you. You want to roll another contested check?
Yeah, try not to be loud. 20.
He tosses you.
Nice.
But he doesn't just push you 5 feet, he tosses you.
Okay. On the cat. I land on my feet.
That's probably good because you fly 15 feet in that direction and you're going to take some falling damage. Do you have something that prevents falling damage? I don't know.
I do.
I mean, technically, I could, like, Misty Step just to the ground, but...
Okay.
I think, no.
15 feet. 10 falling damage. Jesus.
Yikes.
I was thinking about doing feather fall, but I kind of feel like that casting spells right now would be a bad idea.
He throws you like a toy and he yells at the black stallion again. He's like, "It's your responsibility." And the black charger comes up to you. This man with fierce black hair and eyes as well, thick eyebrows and a huge beard and mustache. It's like, "You can ride with me."
I'm like,
Reaches his hand down.
I look at him over and like, you seem far more acceptable than the other.
oh man.
He's like, yeah, I am more acceptable than the
How
other.
smart is he? He's kind of confused.
He's like, whatever.
He pulls you up onto his back.
I check for the reins.
There are no reins.
Okay. Curious.
I mean, it's kind of like sitting on the back of a saddle, because you're gonna have to hold on to his body.
Oh.
That's
No,
close, right?
No, I stand up.
Yeah, they have furs.
I'll just hang on to the
Yeah.
furs.
I'm standing up and I've got his shoulders.
He's like, "You'll probably fall if you try to do that."
Well, you don't even have a saddle.
It'll be easier sitting down.
Very well.
Are we coming with? There's a lot of stuff that I didn't
I'm just
understand.
staying where I am. I don't even know what's happening.
Do you ask?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
like,
ask.
I'm like, how far
I'm
away is
kind
this
of
place that we're going
Directing
to?
to him.
That's what I say to the dude that's the leader.
2-day journey.
Is it towards Greenhaven?
Yeah, is it north?
It's east.
East is our direction, I believe.
East is
Towards the
right.
wall, yeah.
Okay.
He yells in Sylvan again. You guys can't understand. You can. Did you say you speak Sylvan?
No.
No, it's just you.
Elven and Dwarven.
So he's yelling orders for these guys to break camp, but he also yells at them to bring the horses with for these. He says a slang word in Sylvan for men, which is somewhat derogatory,
Mm-hmm.
and halfling. You can tell they have a disregard for men, but there is no slang for halfling, at least that he shouts.
Well, that's good. So he's not calling me like a halfling.
Which is already kind of
Midget
a
or something.
derogatory term.
Yeah. A short person. I don't know what you would say.
Yeah, you're already halfling.
Yeah, halfling.
Yeah. The half man.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
And he, after he's done barking orders, he comes over to you, Artegan. Do you want to come with us?
I believe my compatriots, if they would be coming with, I would appreciate it. Also coming with.
He turns back and looks down at you. Are you coming with?
I feel like I should. I mean, I've been traveling with him, and we're not like best friends, but I do feel like he helped me not die when your friends showed up. So yeah, I'm gonna go.
If you take testimony, we also saw what happened.
We did. We're good witnesses.
Good point. He yells in Sylvan one last time. And he yells at one of the white horsemen. He says, "Take Jurgo's arm and let him go."
What? Whoa!
in Sylvan.
Oh, I don't know that. Okay. Because I would have been like, what the shit?
I watched because I was like, I told you.
what
Get both of them, is what I say.
So I'm like, I'm going to communicate with you
Do
telepathically.
you say that for real?
Yeah.
The horseman that has
The
you
one that...
on his back, he looks back, he's like, I wouldn't do that if I were you. They don't value your opinion.
I have noticed. Straight. I catch myself before I call them savages. This is an unusual culture.
I'm going to communicate telepathically with you. Because I'm a Ghostwise halfling and I can do that. I'm going to be like, what are they talking about? Do you understand them?
The fuck?
I wave at you. So what are they saying? It probably sounds like
Have you never done this to me before?
Oh, probably not.
I'm just like... It's like a stuffy old person when people start talking about, like, sex at the dinner table. You're like...
I'm like, can you hear me? In your head or not?
I'm retracing the battle if I got hit. What, any of the... When he threw
Eventually
me...
you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, what are they talking about? By now they're probably cutting his arm off.
Can I... Yeah. I'm just stalling at this point.
Yeah, right.
Can I reply to you?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. I don't know the ability.
It'd be kind of sucky if you couldn't.
Okay.
I don't...
Read your ability.
Silent speech.
Yeah, I think you just speak, not silent hear speech. It's not mind reading.
5e silent speech.
You'll probably beat me to it, but let's find out.
Talking. Oh, here we go.
Oh, Ghostwise isn't even in here.
To the target.
So he can't reply.
Doesn't specify, allows two-way communication. Right. Okay.
Oh.
So I can just ask you, and you can talk back to me if you want to. But aloud.
So he asks you what they're talking about. He's a couple horsemen away. So you're looking past one of the centaurs. And as he says that, Aeso starts trotting off.
Okay.
We're going to their matriarch.
Right. Okay, cool.
And he bends down into the tent. And with a big smile and a loud booming voice still, which is almost scary how loud he just talks because he has huge lungs and he has 4 lungs. I have 4 lungs.
That's
In the
kind of
horse
crazy.
body
I
and
guess
the
that makes
human
sense.
body.
Right.
But his daughter almost screeches when she sees him and reaches up and he picks her up like nothing.
I told you it was going to be okay. That's what I tell her.
And she doesn't even see you and she's smiling. Right. He twirls her and you give me an acrobatics check.
Oh man. Nope. I rolled 2 plus 5 is 7.
So you are standing on his back, and he doesn't even notice when you just boom, and you fall, but you don't take damage.
Nope.
Because you're a monk. You just hit the ground into the snow.
Yeah, it's like I disappear in the snow.
And he twirls her around, and he starts talking to her in a fatherly Sylvan, still loud and booming, and reaches down and picks up his baby in one hand. And after a few
I love
minutes
happy reunions.
of
This is great.
after a few minutes of reuniting, they start getting ready to travel.
Sweet. Am I still riding with you? I ask him.
He looks down and he picks you up.
Awesome.
Doesn't even have to try.
Cool. Have you ever heard the story about the famous halfling adventurers Hansel and Gretel? I'm totally going to tell them the story of Hansel and Gretel like they're halflings.
Give me a performance.
Okay. Not my best thing. Nope. 9.
I'll let you use your charisma if it makes a difference.
Nope.
Or
This
is it
doesn't.
already charisma?
It is already charisma.
Oh, well, there you go.
But 9 is what I have because I have a flat
So you
10.
tell him a story
I have to go back.
He's like,
Go back a couple times and fix it. I mean, actually, what happened was.
Can I do background music for him?
you want to give him advantage?
Yeah, I'll give him mood music.
Nice. 16.
You tell the story of Hansel and Gretel. Are they halflings?
They're halflings. They're halfling heroes that slay the evil witch that lives in the woods and preys on children.
He tells you that would be a great story for my daughter.
Nice.
It's a very nice children's story.
What do you mean? They're not children. They're halflings. This is a tale of daring do.
But it sounds like a children's story.
But it's not. They killed a witch, a crazy witch that was eating children. That's too crazy for children. Listen, I've got another one. And then I tell him.
Tell him stories on your travel.
Yeah.
He does listen. And sometimes he chuckles. Sometimes he tells you that's stupid.
Obviously,
But you're hit or miss. You're like 50-50 with him the whole way.
That's fine.
Horse person.
But unless you do want to do anything specifically, we'll fast travel.
That's fine. We can fast travel.
2 days.
2
Sure.
days, so you have time to do something specifically.
So are we going towards Greenhaven?
I heal myself.
You're going east. It's not in a direct path to Greenhaven.
But we're getting closer.
Karina tells you, she's like, maybe if they take us too far south, we could go to Jade Harbor. We could get a boat.
That'd be great.
You know the area best. It's your home area.
I don't know if we can pass the wall. We might be able to pass the wall, though.
Whenever we stop for rest, I try to enlist Artegan to help me tell another story, and I use illusions from the illusion cantrip that I know to try to illustrate them, and I'll tell him to entertain his daughter. What's her name?
Zezel.
Zezel?
Sorry, Zezis. Z-E-Z-I-S.
Z-E-Z-I-S.
I should probably be writing all this down.
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch it all.
Jurgo, Kent, Zezis,
Ulat,
Yeso,
asshole.
Ulat. I don't care about him anymore.
So Zezis, yeah. Ulat's one
For the trial, his name might come up.
Ulat's the dead one.
Oh, Ulat's the okay.
Maybe I
Zezis.
should care about that.
You should
right?
care about it, probably. So yeah, I'll tell her stories and illustrate them with cantrips and try to get Art to give me some mood music. And that's what I do. I just like to tell stories about halfling heroes most of the time. Entertain people. I will, if given the opportunity. Oof. Will I? Does any of these guys seem rich or abundantly wealthy?
No, but
That's good.
one of them has a large double-barrel keg strapped to his body.
What
So
is
one
it?
on each side is beer. It's ale.
Oh, that's cool. I drink too then.
And
If they break it out, I'm like, yes.
the
please.
first night they will definitely break it out, and they'll offer everyone ale.
Awesome.
They even offer you a glass.
I'm gonna take it.
I get halfling drunk. I'm like,
You probably get drunk quick.
Bam! Yeah.
What about you, Artegan? They offer
Uh,
you some. And Karina, she smiles when they hand you the glass.
I'll nurse it. I'm not going to get wasted.
And she takes the glass as well, and she smiles. She's like, thank you. And you gallivant and get drunk.
I mostly talk to the kindly black stallion, whatever his name is.
Let's find out what his name is. His is Bray Rorn. He tells you you can call him Rorn.
I understand the concept of nicknames.
Yeah, you have more in common than you think.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
you kind of get that feeling.
Rorn of the Windswept tribe. I am Mist in the Valley of the Weeping Coast clan.
Let me add another page. Horse names.
Horse names. Oh, you racist.
They're not horses.
They're pack mules.
Bray Rorn. Look at that. Says this.
Your folk must have well-tilled soil.
Jurgo.
What's that even?
Your
Oh God, no! I just caught that. I was like, "Oh God, no!" Don't
Did you
say
actually say
that.
that?
No, I'm fucking with you while you're writing horse names.
I can hear you. I can multitask.
Okay.
Good God, we traded merit for this.
Yeah, what have you gotten yourself into?
We just switched roles.
No, I'm not evil.
Really? That's kind of
Slave traders is a little evil.
I'm not. I don't slave trades. I just make people pull their fucking weight.
You're evil as fuck, dude.
People have to pull their weight, especially
Yeah,
those who are
no.
defeated.
He's just crazy.
That doesn't matter. I don't care.
I mean, I guess it kind of will, because he's a little crazy.
Yeah, he's a little bit evil, crazy, but it's fine.
Okay. So, the first night you guys get drunk,
Yep.
and let's see how drunk they get.
Yeah.
They
Tilly,
get really drunk,
how-
and it
how are the
becomes
people
a
of your
party,
tribe made?
and they start having some contests of strength.
Okay. I'm like,
They don't even
party.
ask you to participate because their contests of strength is they'll go back to back and they'll get these giant, thick ropes, about 8 times thicker than any rope you have, and they will pull until they can pull one of the other over the line. And this is also
War, sort of, yeah.
you would know. This is also how they would settle a democratic vote tie. So if there was ever a vote for a leader that tied, they would pull off, and the winner would be the leader. And everyone that comes before ASO loses pathetically.
Can I ask them if they have any extra of that rope? She's like, wow,
You
that
ask.
is really strong rope. I'll
Roll
look
your
around.
insight.
Yeah. 10.
10.
Oh, 11.
11. You'd think probably not to ask ASO, because you don't think he would give it to you.
Yeah.
He's a mean, hateful son of a bitch.
Mhm.
But
Just
you're not
everything
really sure
that's given
who
to him.
else to ask. You've seen Mist getting along with Rorn.
I'll just kind of try to play it off cool. Just be like, hey, that's really strong rope. But, what is it made out of? How do you guys make it? This
So you're going to try to small talk your way into it?
Yeah.
Roll a persuasion. And you don't care who you're talking to, just one of them that's tying
One
up.
of them that doesn't look as aggressive.
They all look pretty aggressive, but some of
The
them
least
less.
one. Yeah. Persuasion? It's 13.
13. So, at first you're talking about it. It seems like he doesn't even understand you're trying to subtly
Mhm.
hint at it.
Not super subtle.
But then he gets that you're really interested in it. He's like, "Did you want any of this?
I mean, it could.
I have
seems
a
like
bit a spare in my bag."
Yeah, it'd be great. I mean, there's been so many situations where I've had rope that just broke, and
It's only about 20 feet.
oh, that's fine.
Not
Anything you
gonna
got.
do much for you.
If I ever need really strong rope, I'm sure it'll come in handy.
So he pulls it out of his bag and hands it to you. You now have 20 foot of the strongest rope you can find, besides probably like elven rope.
It's also like that thick.
It's also braided, corded
Yeah.
rope.
I'll see if there's anything of mine that he wants. I have scale mail and leather armor. Do they want? Does he look like he could use the top portion of any of that? Or
You've seen that they have some leathers that they wear on their top portion.
I'll give
under
him some
their
leather
furs.
armor for it.
Sure.
He just wants it.
I mean, he looks at it, he's like, well, might fit some of the younger colts.
Sexus could wear it.
She's a foal.
Oh, sure.
Give it to some guys in training here.
Some of the younger ones.
Yeah.
Thank you, Artegan.
Of course. Thank you.
His name is... More names.
Oh, I thought that was his name. More names.
All the names.
You can call him Zaza.
Dude, they're gonna cut your boys
Sounds
off.
like a bore.
They're gonna cut off your dudes.
Yo, I'm not getting neutered in this goddamn game.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
Declawed.
Punishment. Spout.
Declawed. Do you have claws?
Yeah, he does.
I like that.
Something bad's gonna happen, man.
Zaza is
Awesome.
spelled with 2 X's.
Oh,
And his real name is Zazarus.
Sounds like a bore. Nobody knows who that is.
I do. I'm old like you.
Okay. That's day 1. Day 2.
Wait, most important thing, I gained 48 hit points.
Yep, that
from
happens.
sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the most important part.
Honestly, I didn't think they'd be that bad a challenge for you guys.
I was more or less okay.
Yeah, you did okay.
Yeah. They missed me a lot though.
I just
I mean,
got,
even Artegan, you
wrecked.
got mauled.
I
You
just-
went on the ground.
I got 3 jousted 3 times.
You were on the ground getting mauled.
Really bad, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing.
It was less than great. I'll give you that.
You guys trot towards the east in a horde of centaurs.
nice escort.
Yeah. You come to a valley where you're looking down in between 2 large sets of hills, and in that valley is a tribe of centaur, and it's a pretty large tribe.
Oh, I'm gonna tell them the story of the 3 billy goats scruff and make them centaurs instead.
Alright, you do that.
Anyways, whatever.
I don't remember the story.
Oh, there's
Is
3.
it good for them or bad for them?
It's good for them. There's 3 goats. There's a small one, a middle one, and a big one. And they want to cross this bridge to get to this place on the other side where there's like better grass to eat. I'll just make it like better food over there.
As you're telling the story,
There's
he
a
goes,
fair over there.
"Is there water under that bridge?
There is. And there's also a troll. And it's
We
dangerous.
don't like water."
I know, and that's why they're so brave. And the little one goes across, and the troll comes out to eat him, but the troll says,
We don't
"No,
like
eat me."
heights.
It's not a high bridge. It's a shorter bridge. But these are super brave centaurs, so
We
they
don't
went
like
over there.
trolls.
And that's the way the story ends so good for you guys, because the little one goes over, and then like the troll wants to eat him, but he tricks the troll into waiting for his bigger, more tastier brother. And then the middle one goes over, and the troll wants to eat him, but he tricks the troll too into waiting for the biggest brother. And the biggest brother's crossing, and the troll comes over, and he just kicks him in the face and knocks his teeth out and knocks him in the water, and the troll gets washed away. And all 3 of the centaurs live happily ever after on the other side of the bridge, where everything is awesomer.
Give me a performance check.
Background music.
Sure. Artegan's backing you up, man.
I love
He's
it.
your wingman.
He's my wingman. 16.
At the part where you talk about the troll getting kicked in the face, he smiles pretty big. And you've seen the big smile once before where he was
As a
talking
kid.
to his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Give me an insight.
Okay. Not so much. 10.
10. 10's even enough to tell. There's like a sparkle in his eye of familiarity with being the biggest and the one that does the kicking.
He loves it, yeah. In his mind, that's him.
Kicking
In
the
his
troll.
mind, that's him.
I'm like,
And you hit the centaur on the head.
nice.
And you guys make it to the camp. When you look down, it's a pretty large gathering of centaur. Over 50 easily. And it's not just a valley where there's nothing in it. There is some trees here and there, and there's some tents that are set up between all the trees and the clearings, and some different camps, but they are very nomadic. There's no actual shelters that are set up except for one building, which is a makeshift wooden structure. And it's not even really a building because it doesn't have walls. It's just for a large roof. A rooftop.
Gazebo.
Watch out. He was face the gazebo
I
alone.
did not make a gazebo.
Just take the top off the tower. It'll be close enough.
And as you start going down the hill towards the tribe, the windswept tribe, you see a lot of the women centaurs that are more comfortable with the area, and the encampments are bare-breasted, unashamed. Some are still wearing their furs. And give me a perception check, everyone.
14.
19.
11.
You don't really see, for this large of a tribe, you don't really see any of the children. Where you think there's
Probably
gotta
indoors.
be children.
Yeah, probably indoors.
In the one building in the whole place.
You rolled a natural 20 on your history, right?
Mhm.
You would know that centaurs are very protective of their children, especially around strangers.
Explain.
And he brings you down to the camp. Jurgo drops you off at one of the tents.
Jurgo?
Not Jurgo. Aesol.
Okay.
Asshole.
Aesol.
Asshole.
Not asshole.
Asshole.
Say it to his face. You get tossed.
Yeah, right?
He drops you off at one of the tents. This was Jurgo's tent. He no longer needs it. You can stay here until the matriarch sees you.
Thank you very much for your hospitality.
Like, you should prepare what you want to say. If you haven't been.
You should tell him what to say.
He's bad at saying things.
He shouldn't really talk.
Her name is Erebus.
Oh shit. That is an ominous name.
What is it?
Erebus.
It's actually with a P. Erebus.
Oh. So less. Erebus is a mythological monster.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, close enough.
Yes. When will I be
She's
having
the
audience with
eldest
her?
of our tribe.
Okay.
And she is the one that passes down the sentence. And when he says that, you think of like the castration, the arm mauling.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you think.
Is she the only one who can cast judgment and announce sentencing?
When we're within our own camps, she's the one that does the sentencing.
Very well.
If you're referring to the arm of Jurgo,
I was.
I am well within my rights. And he looks at you with another flash of anger. And if you think I am ill-tempered, wait till you meet Erebus.
Oh, man.
I look forward to meeting with a true leader of your tribe.
Oh.
I
See if he even gets it. It's so bad for you if he does.
walk
Where is
Karina
she?
around.
Oh, no.
It's 10.
You win. You see him aggressively enter your space. What do you do?
I say, within your camp, the matriarch passes the sentencing.
He gets right in your face. Then we will have a duel. And he smiles.
Oh, man. Almost like...
Is that my sentence?
He shouts something at the others, and Sylvan. Sorry, guys.
It's alright. He knows what it is.
You know what it is. And he says, "Fetch Erebus! There's to be a duel!"
Perfect. I was hoping to speed this up a little.
I can use the restroom really quick. You're gonna die anyways.
I know how to deal with heads of state. I just don't like warlords.
So, a few minutes pass.
We
There's a
made a
little
backup character.
commotion. Yeah, you got a backup character?
Well, I wouldn't need him for today. We've got 20 minutes.
That's true. But I just printed your guy out.
I like him. I'm vaguely hoping he survives.
Vaguely?
I mean, I didn't have long-term plans for him. But I do like him. I think he's a lot of
Artegan,
fun.
you understand that centaurs don't like insults at all.
Yeah, they're very
Ever.
proud creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what's happening.
Yeah, he's gonna get his face kicked in.
You do know that duels aren't always lethal. You don't.
No, last time I fought one of these, I killed it.
It's true. Well, we don't need to wait for him. A few minutes pass, and there's a commotion, and a lot of the younger cults are now joining the fray, and there's a lot of talk in Sylvan mostly about a duel to be had, a duel in Eos, and the murmur dies out when Erebus enters the fray.
What happens?
They called for Erebus.
Oh,
So
okay.
she finally showed up.
And she strides towards Eos. He looks at him.
Yeah,
There has to be a duel
Eos.
at Eos. Eos. I can't. Aso. Thank you.
Aso.
That is a name and a half.
Asol.
So it's the duel of Yeso, not duel of
Yeso.
Aso. Yeso.
Asol?
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeso. Duel of Yeso.
Should have got better names.
Yeah, I don't like Carl.
There's a Kent in there.
Hooray, why not?
Kent is the runner, right?
There has to be a duel.
No.
And
One
Aso. Yes. Erebus. I will be dueling with this cat. She looks at him.
It's not a fair fight.
He is but a
One-on-one.
child. He looks at her
One-on-one,
and
and
he's
it's
like,
usually non-lethal. Sometimes non-lethal.
That's good.
Probably not lethal.
how old are you guys talking?
Okay. Okay, that's good.
Sorry.
I'm like,
Oh,
I'm glad
go
that
for
it's
it.
not lethal. That's good. That's good.
Usually.
Okay. What happens if he wins?
I'd assume that centaurs are usually correct when they are the winner. Wanna dispute
You
with
would
me?
think that if that happened, there would be another call for a leader.
Whoa, he's putting a lot on the line here.
But he could never be a leader of a centaur.
Yeah.
But he could
It would
discredit
be-
the current leader.
Correct.
Yeah, discrediting.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll forward that information.
That would be bad for Zazas.
I can't keep him in line, can you?
Him?
Yeah.
No.
No, we gotta watch this play out
It's
then.
like, we should just let him get beat down and hopefully they don't kill him.
What if he doesn't win? Or I mean, what if he wins?
She looks at Aso. She looks at Mist.
Just because he's bigger doesn't mean that he's gonna he's gonna win. Trust me.
I'm gonna see it when I believe it when I see it.
I have an idea. So what happens if he loses? Besides getting his butt kicked, anything?
Gonna
You
hurt.
fucker.
What's up?
Nothing. I don't hear this part.
It's gonna hurt a lot.
That's it. There's no other consequence besides that it hurts.
I think it's more just a proving of strength. I mean, prove who's right, kind of thing.
I don't know anything about these.
Would I know anything
peoples.
else of, like... I'm assuming that would not absolve him of the killing of one of the centaurs.
No, they're pretty black and white.
Can he pick a champion?
No, this, I think, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's not diplomatic type around here. It's the survival of the fittest. You're not gonna pick a champion to do things.
They're kind of twofold. No,
Okay.
and they are also somewhat democratic. not diplomatic, but they do have a process, and it's not.
It's not like the king's the weak one that has a champion that fights for him. The one who's the champion is going to be the one who's the king.
Okay.
So.
So while they're jibba-jabbing, I walk away from Aeso and walk over and approach Erebus.
As you approach Erebus, two of the centaur that are also pretty large, they're not anything like Aeso, but they're larger than most of the other members, step in front.
Mm-hmm. I'm not making any aggressive action, but I completely disregard the guards. I just look right past them. And I give a bit of a diplomatic bow. Say, Erebus of the Windswept tribe.
They said she is the eldest of their tribe. She does not look like an elder, at least in age. She has fiery red hair, and she is a cherry brown stallion. She's not as large as her guards, but she looks strong, and she looks toned and muscular, and she looks older, but not old, not ancient.
Okay.
She looks wise and fierce.
I am Mist in the Valley of the Weeping Coast clan. Sorry, I was reading your title for a moment. Of the Windswept tribe. Not yet.
No good. This is going to go bad.
There you go.
It would appear I have run afoul of your more unusual laws. There is to be some sort of trial, I have understood, and you are to pass judgment. And we stare at each other.
How long?
Till it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, and then a little bit
She'll
after.
let you wait till you feel uncomfortable.
I await your judgment, then.
Oh. I didn't know that was a question. Was that a question?
No.
Then yes. You await my judgment. What about the matter at hand?
Which?
Your duel. Do you accept?
I do not even acknowledge.
You either do or you don't accept the duel.
What happens if he doesn't accept?
So,
You're not sure. It hasn't happened.
It's not something that usually happens. Oh.
does he have the authority in your kingdom to announce such a duel after he kidnapped a dignitary of foreign lands?
You feel you've been wronged?
Of course, I was brought here against my will. I am pleased to meet you and make acquaintance with you, and hopefully can initiate some sort of trade relationship between our kingdoms.
Where's
However,
your kingdom?
this warlord does nothing for me.
Is your kingdom in our area?
No. I come a great
And we
distance.
have nothing to trade.
Perhaps. You
Are you from
appear
Arishan?
you appear to travel frequently. I notice that your city has all the signs of being mobile.
This is not a city. Are you from Arishan?
No.
I will discuss your being escorted here. And I'll discuss your accusations and the accusations against you. And then we will talk again. As for the duel, Aeso, he looks over at her. It's not gonna happen. And he just nods. We will talk again. And for his threat of her being a fierce and angry woman, she seems rather reasonable.
That's not bad.
When can I expect the trial? The hearing?
When I have all the information. Until then, you're welcome to stay.
What? I'm a witness. I was a witness.
You're welcome to our foods. And you're welcome to walk around freely. Understand that centaurs do not take kindly to threats, intimidation, insults, or any interaction with their children.
Even storytelling?
Even rescuing them from kidnappers?
If their father or mother are present, then that is fine.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Very well. Those seem appropriate terms. I have not spoken to the child. I have not spoken to anyone unfit their station. Seems to be agreeable.
she turns around and walks back towards her tent.
Okay. Yeah, I walk away too. I go back to that other tent.
I'm gonna go stroll about town.
Yep.
Go find some food.
There's plenty of racks of meat here and there. It's a very tribal community where what's mine is yours, what's yours is mine, and there's no like
Gold system.
Nothing
no
to steal.
real economic system of gold.
Like, what?
There's
I know.
trading,
No things to steal
Yeah.
here.
but people here seem very generous.
Okay.
So when you're like, oh, food, they'll hand you some meat, some ales, and whatever else you want.
I am gonna keep an eye out while I'm here for something unique from this tribe, something that I've probably never seen before. I always get a kick out of kind of cool new trinkets and whatnot.
Trinkets. Gotcha.
Well, yeah, anything that seems to have like sentimental value would be far more valuable to me than money. I've had all the money that I want. I don't need any of that stuff, but
When I'm sitting in the place wherever they eat, I'm going to tell stories to anybody that'll listen. And if they'll listen, I'll tell them the story of the Pied Piper. Only I'll change the rats into kobolds, and the hero is a halfling.
And you tell
that is an
the
agreeable
story.
tale. It's much like something that I once did, only mine was a little bit harder.
Give
and
me an
better.
insight check.
Okay. Natural 20.
That's a 20. As you're telling stories, there are, it'll be more of a perception check, but it's still a natural 20. There are children around, although you're not supposed to talk to them. They're doing the ever so curious children thing of
Like listening.
sneaking
nearby.
over and listening to the stories. And when you're telling the stories, you hear some giggling. Also from Zezis. She's close and she giggles when you tell the story.
Is
And
Karina's thing somewhat earshot of that, or
yeah, Karina's there. You're there. You're helping him tell
yeah,
stories.
I'll do the.
You can give me a perception check too.
Nope.
You're focused on playing your,
I
your Clyde liar.
Yes.
But as you're telling the story, you see Aso stroll by, look over at Zezis, look at you,
I wave to him.
look at her again, and he smiles and walks off.